We are live coming to you tonight. It is Thursday. It's cold. It's getting colder by the minute. Let me tell you what. If you're going to catch this on the replay, make sure you stick around for a little bit. The live stream will get going and get excited, but it takes a few minutes. So if you're watching this on the replay, we appreciate you more than you know. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, go watch some of our other videos. It's greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for being here. I hope everybody's having a great night so far. So, oh man, what an exciting day. Exciting day, I think. I think it's an exciting day. I just don't know. We love doing YouTube. Our goal is to become the #1 YouTuber, people, couple, channel, whatever we are, in the whole entire world. We're going to conquer the world, save the world, make the world a better place, all that good stuff. As YouTube entertainers. Because that's kind of what YouTube is. YouTube's all about entertainment, education, people and blogs, all of that good stuff. So we got two people of you watching. Thank you both for being here. Thank you for the 2 thumbs ups. Let me know who's here when you come in. Just come on in, say hello, introduce yourself. If you have a YouTube channel yourself, let me know. I'll try to help you promote that. I'll try to help you go and do that. Because, you know, my rule of thumb is this. If you don't have 100,000 subscribers, then we need all the help we can get. I don't have 100,000, so I need your help to get there. And I'm happy to help you to get whatever your target goal is too. Mine's 100,000. It's my target goal. Man, I enjoy doing YouTube. YouTube is one of the funnest things I get to do in my whole entire life. Besides mopping the floor, doing laundry, mowing the yard. All of those things are just so much fun compared to YouTube. So it's good to be here. I'm happy for everybody. Happy for myself. We got a lot going on. Blah, 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 blah. We got a lot that's going to be coming up soon. I kind of got to get my mind wrapped around some things, you know, is what I got to do. I do. I kind of got to get, all right, here's what I got to do. I got to kind of get my winter fortitude. I want to use a different word, but I'm trying to keep the channel PG. So I need to get my winter cojones up and running because I hate the winter. I hate the cold air. So I need to get some socks out because I never wear socks. I got to get socks out. Got to find some warmer clothes, which I hate doing because we're going to try to go and take some adventures over Christmas. I got 3 or 4 big things, maybe 5 planned that I hope to execute. Feliz Navidad. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up and the shout out. We appreciate that. Feliz Navidad. You don't want me to sing it, my friend. That's for sure. So I kind of got to get over being freaking cold and miserable. I got to figure that out. So I'm working on that. I'm just one of these people that hate cold weather, and anything below 70 degrees is cold weather. So, but we want to go to some different places and show you guys. We can take you guys on some live streams with us, celebrating Christmas. We're having a big Christmas party, December the 14th. We're going to go live on that so you guys can see and enjoy how Filipinas party the Christmas holiday down. We got 11, 12, 13 people watching in the house, only 3 thumbs up. So, all right, some of you guys lurking in the background, thinking, oh, does this channel have beautiful, sexy women on it? It does, but they show up later. So you don't get the sexy women on my channel until later on. So you got to come in, like the channel. You got to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. You got to leave a comment here. Tell us who you are, what you're doing, what you're up to, because we want to know that. And then a little bit later, you're going to get to see the sexy women. Because I know that there's a whole bunch of guys out there searching the live streams going, was that a cute Filipina? Ooh, is she going to be a Filipina? Ooh, is that girl from Thailand? Where are those girls from? I know what's going on in y'all's head. So I just make you work for it a little bit harder, all right? So that's how we do it. It's 7 in the house, 4 thumbs up. Thank you all. Thank you for chatting. YouTube likes it when people drop chats and says hello, because YouTube feels good about it, and part of our goal in life is to make YouTube feel like we love them, that we care about them, that people respect them, all of that kind of good stuff. I don't know, but that's what we need. So we got to have a high chat count, or YouTube will be mad at me. If anybody super chats us, YouTube likes that. They like it when people give you a thumbs up, and they like it when you go and tell other channels about other channels, stuff like that. So, but we're excited. One thing I'm really excited about, I didn't have to go shopping today. So that's one of the first times in a little bit I haven't had to go shopping. My wife is not here. She is at work. This weekend, we got to get the Christmas decorations going crazy. We got them scattered throughout the house. I still got some up in the attic that I got to get her to go get. So, what you cooking on Thanksgiving? Well, I'll tell you what I'm cooking, Lewis. And this year we're doing something a little different. So I'll tell you. I will. I'll absolutely tell you. Nothing. Not cooking a damn thing. Here's what we're doing. Usually my wife's from the Philippines, and I don't really like American Thanksgiving anyway, the food. So we usually just make something nice seafoody-ish. But this year we have a friend who's Filipino. He married a Filipina. She's been in the country, America, for about a year and a half now, a year and 3 or 4 months. And they are married. They're all that good stuff. And so they're coming over, but when we talked about for Thanksgiving for them, I said, look, you guys can just cook a bunch of Asian food, maybe a seafood boil, whatever. No. So they wanted to try to have, I guess, a traditional American Thanksgiving. So I went, all right, well, this sucks because I don't like it, but that's all right. So what I decided to do was, we have a local grocery store chain. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Just a reminder to do that. We have a grocery store chain that you can buy a complete meal. So that's what we've done. So we're going to have turkey and dressing, a cornbread dressing. We're going to have mashed potatoes and gravy, rolls, pumpkin pie, green bean casserole, broccoli rice casserole is what we're going to have. But I'm having a deli cook it all. I pick it up the day before because they're closed on Thanksgiving, and I heat it up and we eat it up. That's what we're doing. Mark, my good friend Mark, how are you? What? What happened, Mark? Does your shirt have lights on it, or is that a phone effect? What do you mean? You mean this? This? Hello, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. I'm trying to get in the Christmas spirit. I'm trying to get excited about winter. I'm trying, Mark. I'm trying. I'm not doing too well, but I'm trying. So no, it's not a phone effect. It's something Lorelei bought somewhere. I thought it was really cool, and it even jingles. So I thought I would wear it for you guys tonight. So, not a phone effect. I know the phones are pretty fancy. That sounds like fire, Lewis says. Sounds like fire! So we are having turkey and all the dressings, all the fixings. And we're only got 5 people coming to my Thanksgiving, so that's really good, only 5 of us. We're going to eat later in the day because everybody has to work the night shift before they get here. So, Mark, how are you doing today, my friend? How are things in your part of the world? How are you? Are you been feeling okay here lately? I've been struggling a little bit, but I'm trying to get my mind around the fact that winter's here. It sucks. I'm going to freeze to death. I got to find some socks to wear somewhere in the house because I don't wear socks unless it's wintertime. So I'm trying to get some winter clothes rounded up so that when we go out in 68 degrees weather, I don't freeze to death. Because we got a bunch of little Christmas and fun trips we're going to try to plan and do live streams with. Mark is what we're going to do. What are you guys going to do for Christmas? Do you guys do any big plans, go on any trips? Gibbs getting lit. Ooh, ma. You are one smart young man. Gibbs getting lit for the holidays. An all new meaning. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Well, and I really don't. The weird thing is, Mark, I hate the cold weather. Even during the cold weather, I barely drink alcohol year round, but during the winter, I drink even less because I don't like to drink cold stuff. I drink lukewarm everything during the winter, so I don't like cold beer and all of that crap during the winter months. I drink less alcohol even, so I won't be getting lit for 4 or 5 months until the weather gets better. Because it feels like it's getting cold outside. It is 50 degrees already, man. That's cold. I don't know we're supposed to get rain here on Monday, Mark. So, but Mark, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here, my friend. I do hope you're doing well. You're feeling well. We got 9 people watching, 5 thumbs up. Who else is in the background hiding? Just don't be shy. Don't be shy, man. When you're with the pack, you got it. You can be a part of the pack. No, Mark, no. I don't know. I'm really stressed and worried over my doggie because I don't know what to think. Her heart rate, her thumping, the left artery that thumps like crazy, doesn't do it as much, especially when she's at rest. But as soon as she gets up and moves around, it goes crazy, which concerns me versus being kind of steady, boom, boom. Because if it was more steady, I would think, okay. But I guess what I'm really worried about is she's going to see or somebody's going to ring the doorbell. And it's going to get her so excited, because that's what dogs do, that she's going to get so excited and her heart rate's going to go up so fast, and she's going to blow that artery out and have an aneurysm. So now I'm paranoid about that. I truly am paranoid that she's going to blow that damn artery out, which will kill her. So tomorrow we got to take Lily, with the cone of shame, back to the vet and have her eye examined. Another $100 down the toilet. So they'll examine her eye. It looks good from my perspective, Lily's, so they can take the cone off. I hope. Man, that cone's a pain in the butt. And then we're going to have Daisy tested for heartworm, because the vet told me that if she has heartworm, and if they're lodged in the left artery, which is where they said they go a lot, that could be causing the problem. If she has heartworms, then apparently we can find a surgeon who can cut her artery open, asleep of course, and pull out the worms, as literally what the doctor said they would do. So we're taking her tomorrow. She's going to be tested for heartworms. If it's positive, we got to figure out, and my doctor said because he can't do it, but he's going to have to find a surgeon somewhere who has done this. So I got a feeling that's going to cost me, I don't know, $5,000 to find a surgeon somewhere who can cut her artery and take the worms out without killing her. If she doesn't have, what I don't know is the doctor gave us a bunch of medicine, Mark, heart medicine and stuff, and it was supposed to work like that. The medicine he gave us was supposed to have her heart back normal within 4 hours, and it's not. So I got to ask him also tomorrow if we should continue the heart medicine, or was that truly just meant short term? So now that at rest she's better, is it because the medicine's better, or the medicine has helped to make her better, or should we lay off the medicine? I don't know. What we're doing, I don't know. Little hopeful. Yeah, we try to keep her really calm. And like now, she's sleeping next to me, and that artery is almost to normal. But if she got up with the doorbell, that thing would just start hammering around so much. It is so hard, Mark. 12 people in the house. Thank you all for being here. Give us some thumbs up and join the chat. Let us know who's all here. But that artery thumps so hard, if she's standing like this, her ear goes so hard it moves her ear, it flops her ear. That's how strong that is. So I don't know. I just don't know, Mark, what I can do. I just if she passes away, it's going to be a very bad day for us. I mean, it's going to be horrible. We're not going to be happy people. I mean, it's just going to be really, really, really rough if yeah. So, and I'm just paranoid that artery is going to blow out, and maybe that's just me. So thank you for asking, Mark. We appreciate that. We do. I'm one of these weird people that I believe that if you take in a pet, then it's your responsibility to take care of that pet. And for me, that's not throwing them out in the backyard, giving them food once a day, and seeing if they're still alive. So we have a different philosophy on our animals. 12 people watching. Who's all in the background? Now, I told you guys in the background who are looking for the sexy women, it's going to take a little while. The sexy women will be here because I know what you're doing. I know you're trolling around the live channels going, well, let me see. Is there a girl on that channel? Is there a girl there? I know what you guys are thinking. I see it. I see it every day. Just know, the only way you're going to find out is to join the chat. It's the only way you're going to find out. The only way you're going to get to see the girls is by sticking around. So I'm just telling you, there will be sexy women here. There will be. Absolutely. So, there you go. But, Mark, how are you feeling anyway? How are you doing up there? Weather's starting to change for you guys more than here, and it's only 50 degrees, but I just don't like the cold weather, man. I'm such of a wussy when it comes to that. But we're going to try to go to Silver Dollar City. We're going to try to go to Big Cedar Lodge over the next few weeks. We're going to try to go down to the Fayetteville, Arkansas's Lights of the Ozark and take you guys with us. We're going to try to go to the Bentonville Square and show you Bentonville, Arkansas, the home of Walmart. And we also have the Crystal Bridges Museum here that has a big campus or grounds that they go crazy, crazy, crazy decorating on. So we're going to try to start doing that. We might start Sunday night. Saturday, tomorrow night, Saturday, Lorelai's going to a Filipino party where they're going to be watching Miss Universe and dancing and singing without the guys, which I'm very excited because I don't have to go. Is that sad? Is that bad? Is that bad of me to go, wow, my wife gets invited to a party and I don't have to go to this one? Man, oh man, oh man, I'm so excited. I like for Lorelai to go to parties. I really do like my wife to go to parties and hang out with the girls and eat the food. And yes, my fish are drowning. Did you know fish can't drown? Did you know that? Scientific myth, or is it a scientific fact? Can fish drown? It depends what your definition of drown is. Doing fairly well. I am somewhat a regional neighbor. Live in Tennessee. Yeah, I like Tennessee. I've had a lot of fun in Tennessee over the years. I used to go to Gatlinburg, so with conferences and things, and Nashville a few times. So yeah, you're a neighbor. Your weather's about the same as ours. You're closer to the East Coast, or the coast, so you get a lot more of that coming off, and you get a whole lot more of the tailwinds from the typhoons, hurricanes, and things like that. But Tennessee's a nice state. We've often thought about living there, but it's just too cold. I need to go like to Florida, southern Alabama. I want to be, I would live in Key West, Florida. It would make me happy, but the cost of living is too high. Thinking of the cost of living, Mark, what do you think about the cost of living in Tennessee? You think it's good? You think it's bad? I had somebody tell me a while back that they really like the cost of living in Nashville. So I went and Googled Nashville and houses, and I went, woo, looks like Nashville's kind of pricey. So, but he said they were going to Nashville to live. So, regional neighbors. But we were like Tennessee. We've been through there, been there. A lot of conferences for students. I used to take I was a mentor, not mentor. I can't remember what our titles were. We were mentors, supervisors, chaperones. I don't remember what they called us, but we were the ones that kind of helped the students with their organization. So, Missy says, "Hey, my back." So is your back hurting? Hey, my back. Is your back hurting? If it hurts, you need to relax, take a chill. Thank you for the thumbs up, by the way, everybody. They're starting to go up. I think we got people in the background looking for hot, sexy women. But, right now you got me. So they're too scared to come forward and drop a chat and say hello. Or maybe some of our trolls have become too scared to come forward anymore. So, so you meant, hey, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. Well, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. I hope you did your homework. I hope you went to school, did a good job at school. I hope you told your parents how great they are. If you have parents, remember, be kind to them, be good to them, make sure they know how much you appreciate all the crap they put up with for taking care of you. I have a new necklace tonight. Anybody notice? See, I was awarded this necklace by a very special person or tree god, a god of trees and red berries, came to me in my sleep and said, "Sir, we're going to award you this here necklace." I am homeschooled. Homeschooling's good. I know quite a bit about homeschooling, believe it or not. I know I don't look smart. I'm going to tell you this. I think homeschooling's fantastic. I think more people ought to do it. No, let me take that back. I think more kids ought to be homeschooled, but not more parents should do the schooling. That's not what I mean. You get the right parent to homeschool, and you got some of the smartest kids on the planet. And I say that because when I taught college, the kids that came into my classroom, the kids that I met right out of high school, the ones that were ready for college, the ones that had their crap together, were always the homeschool kids. And I could pick them apart from the high school kids like you wouldn't believe. First day of class, after being there a little bit, I can tell who was homeschooled and who wasn't. And it was a world of difference. I loved having homeschool kids in my classes. Well, I think in a way, I'm an introvert. I diagnose as an introvert, but I choose to be an extrovert when I need to and want to. And by public speaking, that's what that is. It's practice. And I can tell you a few tips to help you, Missy. The cost of living in rural areas is still fairly good. Nashville, Knoxville, Memphis, and Chattanooga are costly. Yeah. Well, and that's kind of what I looked at because I'm like, well, I looked at Nashville and I went, ooh. And I looked at Knoxville where the university is and went, so they're just as bad as where I live now. So I wouldn't be making up any financial headway going to Tennessee. So that's why we really like southern Alabama, believe it or not. Cost of living good, close to the ocean, plenty of fishing, good food. We kind of dig the vibe, We dig the southern vibe. So I'm going to give everybody a tip that's listening. And I know a lot of you people don't like my advice, but I'm going to give it anyway. Craig Parrish in the house. Craig, how are you today? How are you today, man? Good morning from Craig. Hello, all. Mark, say hello to Craig. Craig, say hello to Mark. All of that good stuff. I need to double check something. I think we already ran off a few people. That's all right, Craig. So, Craig, I have a new necklace. I don't know if you noticed my necklace. Mark noticed it. So I'm just saying, the tree fairy came and gave me this necklace. Missy, let me give you some advice about being an introvert. I've been super busy. Nice. Kiko says, I'm old schooled. What do you, so yeah, that's good. That's good, Craig, right? Making that money, turning that dollar. That's what I tell my brother. He's in sales and he says, man, been busy. I'm like, man, you just keep burning and turning because that's how we get the green. I'm old school. Kiko's just old. I don't know about old school. Still processing the necklace. You like it? You get a good look at it? It's pretty, right? Does it make me look younger? Or does it make me look skinnier? Or what do our wives say? Does this make me look fat? Well, no, the dress doesn't make you look fat. The fact that you're fat makes you look fat. So, I mean, my wife's not fat, so I'm just, just clarifying that. So, Craig said hello to you, Kiko. Well, introvert. If you're an introvert and you no longer want to be an introvert, here's the tip. And we used to teach this and I tell this and I practiced this as a kid because I'm an introvert. I know you guys think it's crazy. How can hell can this loudmouth be an introvert? But I'm truly an introvert. Batteries. Right here, my friend. So I can take this into the grocery store and walk around with it. And it makes different things, I think. And it even jingles. That's kind of a slow burn. Oh, I like that one. All right. Good day, mate, from the good man Kiko. Oh, my poo-poo, my dog. So, if you're an introvert and you don't want to be an introvert, there's a really simple solution. Pretend you're acting. Pretend that you're going to go to the store and you're going to be somebody else. You're not yourself. You're going to go as your friend Ruby Rube, or your friend Billy, or your guy you know named John. You're going to go as them. If you're an introvert and you want to get out of that, how you do it is you start off little, but you pretend you're acting. You act like you're somebody else when you go out in public. That's how you do it. Young Miss Bai in the house. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here, young lady. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you shouting my channel out on your live streams, Miss Bai. I do. I appreciate that very much. I got to hear from a good friend, a YouTuber who has like 25,000 now. I remember when he first started. He's doing great. He's over in the Philippines. I'm very excited for David Bell's channel. He's the traveling tutor. If you guys don't know the traveling tutor, Google him or YouTube him. Good guy. He used to be a teacher here in America. And you might like his channel. He has a way bigger channel than mine. So Kiko is speaking your language, Miss Bai. Homeschooling is good. Many parents, however, do it for the wrong reasons. Absolutely. Many times they are trying to circumvent attendance or discipline issues. Absolutely. Absolutely. But the ones that do it well, I'm just telling you, the homeschoolers that showed up in college were so far advanced than our local high school kids could ever be. And I'm just saying. But you're right. Diana's in the house. Good evening, Diana. Diana had a hot mess earlier. She had some German going, woo, baby. So, but Diana handled it. She took care of it. So Craig says hello to you, Diana. I'm wearing my beautiful new necklace that the Woodland Fairies gave me. I hope you guys like my effort to share with you some Christmas joy. Christmas joy. I should probably do, maybe what's that? I disturbed my dog. My dog just gave me a dirty ass look. Literally. Because I guess she didn't like I was moving around too much on the couch. So she got up and she gave me that look like, And then she walked off. Man, no respect. I get no respect. Diana's laughing, having a good time. Good, we want everybody to grow. The necklace is growing on you? Excellent, Craig. Now, I don't know, Craig. Maybe if I watered it, it might grow on me too. So, because it is a whole bunch of acorns and berries and stuff. And here's the real question. I do got a serious question. Young Bai says, sorry, I'm not doing household chores. Bye for now. Oh, I am doing. Hello to everybody. Well, you better get your chores done, young lady. Hi, Mark from Diana. Everybody say hello to Mark. Mark's been here. If it is maids, you better shave on. Okay, so here's my question. This is supposed to be something that you would find in the woods, right? Has anybody ever seen a vine that has a little pine cone and red berries on it? Now forget the bell, because there's not bells in nature. But has anybody ever seen a tree that has red berries and pine cones? So why in the world would they make them? Come on. Diana is saying, hi, Kiko. Mark says, hello, Diana. Thank you for recognizing me. I didn't think anybody would recognize me, but our great host. Diana says, hi, Missy. Oh, please, stay with us, Diana. Well, I think Diana's staying with us. I think it's Bai that has to go clean floors or somebody else. You saw that after you found the mushrooms? That's funny, Craig. I like that one. I'm sure you know that song, D. Oh, is there a song that said, oh, please stay with us? No, I don't know that song. It must be an old-timey song that only old people know. Oh, Diana knows it. So I guess I don't know that song. But I'm not old like Kiko. But Lorelai's working on the Christmas stuff. She had the tree decorated, and she went, no, I don't like it. So she had to take it all off last night. And she's redoing it because she keeps looking at the internet, looking at pictures like on Pinterest or Facebook. I don't know where she's looking. But she keeps seeing all these pictures of all these trees. And so now she's trying to rearrange her tree to look like these trees. That's a new trend. But they don't really look like trees because trees don't grow the way that. Trees grow a certain way. And these pictures aren't real trees. They're weird. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. So, time to Google it. What's the name of the song? Do you know, Kiko, what the real name is? And I'll Google it. Going in from Russia with love. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. You sent it to me in the private message. I'll have to look. No, I don't have private message on this. So, going in, thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the shout out. Privet. Diana, hi, Conan. Conan dropped a word in Russian, and I don't know Spanish. I definitely don't know Russian. I know there's no correlation, but that's just the way it is. Hello, Superback, and all. He noticed he recognized the PAC first, right? See? Dennis is saying hello to everybody. Everybody say hello to Dennis if you would. Big man. Oh, the song is called Diana. Okay, I'll Google it. I'll put it on my list to Google. Seems like every time I do a live stream, I get some big ass list of things to Google. You know. Song called Diana. Fish can't drown. They can only suffocate out of water or die from natural causes or float to the bottom of the aquarium. Mark, that's a great great point. And I was hoping somebody would take my bait on that. They can't drown, but actually they can suffocate in water. Because when the dissolved oxygen rate goes so low that there's no more oxygen in the water, which happens in dirty, nasty ponds full of moss and algae, all of that stuff absorbs the oxygen, right? The fish can actually suffocate in the water. And that's a lot of times, if you go to a yucky place and you see fish always coming up to the surface, they're gulping air because there's not enough dissolved oxygen in the water. Yeah, buddy. Russian language is easy. All right, we trust you. We believe you. Hello, Dennis from the Craig Parish in the great land of Australia. David, you'll never guess what I found at the thrift store. I like the thrift stores. Oh, man. Privet is basically a hello in Russian. So why didn't you just say that the first time? It's by Paul. I don't know who that is. So you guys are testing me. So, you're talking about the song. The song was written by Paul in 1957, recording, reached #1 in Billboard's charts. So 200 million or 2 billion copies. Yeah, no, two, whatever. So you found a copy of the record in a thrift store? So that's cool. Is that what you're saying, Diana? Isn't it? But yeah. I mean, is that what you found in the thrift store? Was the record? Or I don't know. Have a great white Northman. Hey, great white Northman. I wonder if it's snowing in Bros. They do produce oxygen, but it doesn't get into the water. It chokes out. It puts too much. So you're right. But when you get an overabundance of it, your dissolved oxygen, where the fish can bring it to process it through the gills, it kills the fishies. You got to have oxygen in the water. Opal, algae produces oxygen. Algae is good to eat. Did you know that? Razorback hoodie, very nice. You got a Razorback hoodie. Now I need you to wear that proudly all over Oklahoma. And I don't even think I have a Razorback hoodie. I don't wear sport clothing. I don't do that. I have a whole bunch of Arkansas shirts that we got on clearance that I give away as gifts, but I actually never wear stuff like that. I don't like it. So, well, that's cool. I bet you it costs less than $5, right? See, I wouldn't lie to you. Well, that's good. Well, the Golden Odies. Kiko likes the Golden Odies. I don't know what happened. Something happened to my thing. All right, so where were we? Let me get back on track. I feel like I got 12 conversations going on in my brain. Oops. So Diana has a Razorback hoodie. Algae produces oxygen, Craig says. So what happens if you take the oxygen, your dissolved oxygen rate goes down in your water if it chokes all the oxygen out? And that's why fish, they can't drown, but they can suffocate. I see, wouldn't lie to you, no. I bought it for Lorelai. Oh, you bought it for Lorelai. Well, she likes stuff like that. She does. She does. I guess I'm just too, I don't want anybody to know that I'm from Arkansas because the Razorbacks suck so bad. That's not it. We actually have some very cool Arkansas memorabilia. So, but Lorelai likes those things. And she likes to wear them when she goes to her job. On Fridays, they have, casual dress day. And in order for her to fit in, that's partly why we bought some Razorback shirts, because, the corporation she works for, their name is on the Razorback Stadium. So, she has to go in there, kind of sucks up. Ah, that's easy, Craig. Wild pigs are called razorbacks here. Yep. Yeah, they're called razorbacks here. Wild pigs or boars. But the real question is, do we know why they're called razorbacks? It's, if you think of it, why a pig is called razorback is simple. Here's one of the most fascinating things I think about pigs. Most fascinating thing ever in the history. And it just proves to you that humans don't have a clue. Alexandria says, you're getting into the Christmas spirit. Yes, I am. Thank you for recognizing that I'm trying really hard to get into the Christmas spirit. Pigs, if you take a domesticated pig and you let it go and let it run wild, it changes its body. Its tail changes, its hoofs change, facial features change. It's amazing. Pigs are amazing creatures. Amazing creatures. We are doing really well, I think. I'm about 80% energy level. I'm getting there. So Lorelai's doing good. She had to go to work and make money because, I'm the bum in this family. Somebody has to be a bum in the family, and I'm it. So she's doing good. She has a big party to go to Saturday. A bunch of Filipinas are getting together. No men, thank God, because I don't have to go. They're going to eat a bunch of food. They're going to sing a bunch of sappy, I will always love you, crappy Whitney Houston songs on karaoke. And they're going to watch the Miss Universe contest because I guess Miss Filipina is in the Miss Universe contest. So they're all going to go watch that so they can talk about the gowns. Ooh, no, I would never wear that, that type of thing. So thank you, Alexandra, for being here. We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for the thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, let me throw that out. Make sure you do. Anthony, so am I. Nice. So am I. Yes, Conan, many hypocrites here. Hypocrites? Did I miss something? Where did Conan? Who's a hypocrite? Diana says, I'm the black sheep. Well, now, I don't think you can be a black sheep if you're not black. You got to have black wool. One, you got to be a sheep, which means you got to have 4 legs. Come on now. And he says, I don't work, the wife does. Nice, nice. See? We got it figured out. Man, we put the women to work. Huh. Put the women to work. Yes. I keep trying to get my wife to go. Here we go. I try to get my wife to quit working, but she likes it too much. I posted it in the chat, Conan did. We're a bunch of hypocrites. I guess I missed that. Well, Conan, I'm sorry you feel that way. But the good news is, if you get your feelings hurt, you'll get over it. Love said it. It doesn't matter who said it. I don't care. The good thing is people have opinions. They can think what they want. They can do what they want. They can express their opinion. There is no right or wrong. As long as you're not racist or messing with little kids or saying horribly bad words, I don't care. It's okay. Figure of speech, Diana. So, but don't pick on Conan. And don't pick on Kiko. Everybody be nice to each other. That's the number 1 rule. You don't have to like each other. It's kind of like going to the bar. Everybody have a drink, take a chill, and enjoy the night. So that's what we're doing. But Lorelai's doing good. I say, yeah, she's doing good. She's getting excited about decorating the house. Did we guys show you the snowman? Sorry, here, let me give you guys a treat. There's our Santa Claus. We bought a Santa Claus, and we got some presents on the floor right there, but everything else is a disaster in the house right now. We got stuff scattered everywhere. No right or wrong as long as you agree with me. See, Craig's got it figured out. That's right. No right or wrong. You know, I used to love teachers who would tell their students, there's really no right or wrong until you take the test. I had a teacher friend that would always tell his students as a biology teacher, and he would try to explain biology, and they would argue with him about no. He's like, well, there's really no right or wrong until you take the test. So you're gonna argue biology all you want, but when you go to take the test, it's gonna be this answer or that answer, and that's it. Hard to do if you are schizophrenic, mate. Yes. Hard to agree? Yeah, because you're bouncing around everywhere. But that's all right, I don't think I've ever known anybody schizophrenic. Except for maybe, no. There's some TV people that kind of seem it, but I don't know anybody like that, man. Kiko, everybody I know is perfectly sane. They got the mind of a super trap. They got the brilliance of a sun. I don't know any dysfunctional people. Eventually we'll be right. It's kind of like a clock. Even a broken clock is right, 2 times a day. So there you go. That's kind of my odds. My average is being right about 2 times a day. If you don't believe me, just ask the wife. So she'll tell you. She often tells me, no. That's not how much that costs. And I said, well, Lorelei, the receipt said it cost $314. No, that's not right. Let me put the receipt. The receipt for $300. Oh. All right. So, HTN is in the house. HTN, how are you tonight? HTN last night went to the casino and ate a whole bunch of really good food. And he didn't invite any of us. I'm just putting this out there. I'm not blame shaming Henry, but just want everybody in the chat to know that he went to a beautiful buffet with a lot of good food and he invited none of us. Just wanted to throw that out there. That's why you started a live stream, to meet Prutha of us. There you go. Actually, that's not right, but it works. It's a benefit. It's one of the benefits of live streaming is you get to meet all kinds of people. You do have to kind of decipher where they're going and what's in their brain. And a live stream is kind of schizophrenic because we're going to have 8 or 9 or 10 different conversations going on at the same time. And I got to try to figure out which one is which. So you're a bit early tonight. I am a little bit early tonight. I was live earlier and the police came to the house and I had to get off real quick. So that live stream is going well at noon. We did it a different time. But, they come banging on the door and I had to, because I didn't want you guys to see me get arrested. I didn't want that to be on the live stream. It'd probably been really good for my channel. I could have probably got some new subscribers if they would have seen me being arrested and thrown to the ground and, pepper sprayed and tased. They're just seeing more than one dimensions at a time. Yeah. Craig says, hello, Henry and Alexandria. Thank you all for being here. Yep, Henry says, yep, sure did. I had fun and I didn't invite a damn one of you people. Henry, I'm going to remember that, Henry. Because when we come down to southern Alabama and we buy a place in southern Alabama and you're over there in Mississippi, well, when I go to the buffet, guess who I'm not calling? Yeah. Diana says, hello, Henry. Kiko, Henry, we prefer to use the term premature. A bit early tonight, a bit premature. I think there's some of you guys in the chat that probably understand what Kiko's talking about being premature. I had to Google it. So, Henry says, hey, Diana, Kiko, and Craig. Lower Alabama, LA, that's it. So we had a lot of LAs in America. You got LA, Los Angeles. You got LA for Louisiana, which is nothing but a big mosquito-infested swamp. And then you got Lower Alabama. And then you got LA that we live in. We currently live in LA, which is Lowell, Arkansas. So there you go. You got to definitely spell out which LA you're talking about. So, and it's better than living in the UP, right? I got friends from Minnesota, and I always thought it was funny how they would talk about UP. And when they many years ago when he taught biology, and he would talk to me about, man, I need to get back home and go up to the UP, and I'm like, what? Can't you pee here? You know, I mean, we have bathrooms. We got lots of bathrooms at this college. He's like, and he explained to me UP meant the Upper Peninsula. So, but I didn't have a clue. I really did. I thought he was worried about peeing. You know, and plus I really don't want to know about your pee problems. And you poop too. Well, my dog's name is Poo Poo. You guys want to see my dog Poo Poo? Let me show you Lily. See Lily? Look how fat that dog is. She's still wearing her cone of shame. That's Lily. She'll be so happy tomorrow. And then I think Poo Poo's over here somewhere. Let me get the camera moving around. A little bit further. A little further. A little further. There's my Poo Poo. So that's our dog named Daisy, which I call Poo Poo. So there you go. That's how it is in my life. Craig, we got Poo Poo everywhere. And you poop too, golden rule. Yeah, the pee, the golden rule. Who pees on me or who you pee? Is there something about that? Who pees on who? Speaking of that, do you know Mrs. Poopy? No, I haven't ever seen him back since that one day when he was convinced that we had his IP address and reported him to the FBI. He came back the day after that and asked if he was banned and if he could come back into the chats. And I told him, you can come back in the chat, but that doesn't stop the fact that we sent your IP address and all of your text to the FBI and reported you as a little person abuser, you know. And he's never come back. Hang in there, Daisy. I know. I'm worried about my dog. And I'm going to be pissed off, guys. If my dog dies, I swear to God, I'm going to be so pissed. I don't have anybody to be pissed at, but I'm going to be pissed at somebody. Hang in there, little Daisy. Kiko ate his Wheaties today. Kiko, do you like Wheaties? I hate Wheaties. I found them disgusting. Does anybody like Wheaties? Has anybody ever had Wheaties? Hope you find a surgeon soon. Well, we're going to find out tomorrow, Kiko, if she has worms or not. If she has heartworms and they can surgically remove them, I know I don't have like $5 or $6 grand cash laying around, but I will pay it. I'll get it paid, and we'll get it done as soon as possible. I know that sounds weird, but that's the good thing, right? If she has worms, I might be able to save her life for a long time. But if she doesn't have any worms tomorrow, then we're nowhere. I wonder what happened to him. I think we just scared trolls away too much. You know, Henry, you know, everybody that comes in our live streams, trolls don't last very long here. They just don't. And I'm a little disappointed in that. I'm disappointed that we can't keep any trolls. You know, they don't love us. They got to run away. Diana says, no peeing, thank you. That's right. I don't want anybody pissing on me. You know, you piss on me and you're going to have a problem. So I'm one of the, there goes the beach house for this winter. Yeah, you got that right. We've spent over $12,000 this year alone. I've spent $12,000, a little bit under, sorry, technically. A little bit under 12 grand on the dogs this year alone. And first time we've ever had to do that. between Lily being hit by the car, all the stuff with Daisy coming up now, and then I got this other one to come through. So this year's a bad, bad, bad year, very bad year. Let's see. Diana says lost her dog. You got to get you a wiener dog. We got to find you a wiener dog. Wiener dogs are the best dogs. Alexandria says vets should have payment plans. Hopefully, something that can be treated and fixed. Well, mine does, but either way, I got to pay it, and I don't like owing people money. I have a real thing about. I don't like being in debt to somebody. I don't like being beholden to somebody. And my vet, well, the problem is my vet's a good guy. He cuts me a price break because I do so much business with him. But this new doctor who's going to do the surgery, if that's the case, I won't know him. So. Pablo from Mexico. Viva Mexico! How are you? Thank you for being here. I enjoyed the little bit of time I spent in Mexico, I gotta admit. Not enough bridges in your area. Diana's still heartbroken from her doggy passing away. Not enough bridges in your area. Now, Craig, I'm really confused about that one. Diana says, hello, Pablo. Bad year. I'm glad you still have your dogs. I do. All Lily has wound up doing is losing her foot, so she can't walk normal. But I think she's recovered, except for her eyeball being all scratched up. So now we have some dry eye syndrome going on with Lily, where I got to put medicine in it every day. So, Kiko, speaking your language there, Pablo, and says you're a brother from another mother. Spend probably $4,000 or more on house renovations this year. Wow. At least a lot of times your house renovations you can, is tangible. You can touch it. If you can't hang with the big dogs, stay off the porch. Trolls. That's a good way to do it. When I was really fat, I know you guys think I'm fat now, but I used to be really fat. I used to have big dog shirts, and it said that. If you can't hang with the big dogs, get off the porch. I need to remember that and start using that with my trolls and tell them, man, if you can't hang with the big dog, you go ahead and get your happy ass out of here. Good point. Alexander, sorry about your dog passing away. 4 trolls. For the trolls. That's funny, Craig. See, I didn't catch that. That's funny. That's that alternative deep thinking, man. Or reading too much of that J.K. Rowling's person or something. Craig, yeah. Expensive but rewarding, finished projects around the house. So Alexandria, what type of stuff did you do to your house? We haven't done anything to this one. We're ready to move though. Maybe next year. It's a brand new house. So it's kind of like, well, I don't want to paint because it's a brand new house. There's nothing to do. Kind of boring. I don't want to invest a lot of money in my backyard because if we move, then I just wasted that money. Usually on home improvements, bathrooms and kitchens, you can get almost your money back on them, almost. Outdoor stuff, not even close. HTN, can I use that next time I deal with the trolls? Yeah, I think so. Maybe you got to flip it. Yeah, you tell them, look, man, if you can't hang with the big dogs, what? Yeah, I think you ought to use that. And I think you ought to use what Craig says about under the bridge. Say, if they got a lot of trolls coming out, I said, man, where's the bridge located at? I like that. I just never put 2 and 2 together because, to be honest, I didn't really stop to think about that trolls live under bridges. I thought homeless people lived under bridges. So, Craig is playing 4-dimensional chess with us, and we're playing checkers. I know, I'm telling you. Kiko, Craig is somewhere else, I would like to see a troll. Wouldn't you guys like to go under a bridge, like on a river, and see some weird magical creature sitting there eating a McDonald's hamburger that he stole from some little kid or something? Wouldn't that be really cool? So Diana says, go for it, Henry. Yeah, I think it's good here. I think, both the big dog thing and the under the bridge thing is great to use. I'm going to try to factor that in. But trolls here just get scared. We got 15 people still watching. Thank y'all. Thank you for the thumbs up and the shouts out. But we just don't have enough, brave people anymore. We just don't have. No, we don't. But that's okay. That's okay. Trolls are helpful on the chat count, and that's really about all they're good for, is the chat count. I was thinking you can't hang with the big trolls. Ooh. I was thinking you can't hang with the big trolls, so go back to the basement. How about go back under the bridge? If you can't hang with the big trolls, because I'm the big troll, go hang out, go back to under the bridge. There you go, right? Man, we need to write a book. Sanders says, Brave is in the house. Sanders, how are you? I hope the kids are doing good. I think you're off tomorrow, if I remember. So how's the family? How's the wife? Did your wife ever get a message from my wife or vice versa? I know Lorelai tried to. I don't understand the Facebook stuff. I got to admit. I know I look highly intelligent and beautiful and smart and look like I invented Facebook, but I got to admit, I don't know what she's doing. But something on her blog or something, she sent your wife something. So she was hoping to connect with your wife, Sanders. Henry, tell them they risk your like and don't just throw it away. There you go, yeah. Kiko, hey, Papa Sanders in the house. Alexandra, boyfriend and I have pulled up old floorings, nice. Laid down new flooring, all right. Put up new drywall, which sucks to do. Painted the kitchen, living room walls, redid the roof with epoxy. New kitchen appliance, washer and dryer. Wow. Still have so much to do around the house. Well, just take your time. Don't go into debt. Pay as you go. Do the work yourself. It sounds like you got a decent boyfriend. It doesn't sound lazy if he's willing to do home improvements. Now that I'm old and disabled, how I do home improvement is I just call up people on the phone. Oh yeah, Kiko forgot. He's reminding me to announce that I forgot to mention how humble I am. But everybody knows that. You can tell by watching my live stream how humble I am. I shouldn't have to explain how humble I am. I mean, that's easily to see. Henry said hello to you. Anyfin. Hey, my good friend Anyfin. How was fishing today? I saw that you had a live. Well, you have a live every day. If you guys haven't checked Anyfin's channel out, please do that. Sanders has a YouTube channel, Anyfin. If you guys haven't connected, please do that. And Craig has a YouTube channel. And remember, if you're blue, you don't have to ask permission to drop a link to your channel. So you're welcome to do that if you wish to. So, Anyfin, how are you? Appreciate you. Happy holidays. We're getting excited about Christmas. Sanders says, the wife hadn't said anything. I'll check when I get home. But the family's good. All right. I just know Lorelai was from last week or whatever said, so I don't know. I don't know, Sanders. So, I don't know. Big man Henry says, I got to be right back. He does construction thing. Oh, that's good. That's good. Look, it's good to have a handyman guy. A lot of women want smart and handsome and humble men like me. But I tell you, the smart girls will get somebody who can actually do work. Hello, anything is possible. Diana says, hello, Sanders. Hey, Craig, fishing was okay. Got a trout and lost one. Now, I am going to try to suck it up, anything. And I'm going to go up to Beaver Dam and do some trout fishing soon. I'm going to suck it up, put my winter clothes on, put my big boy socks on, and we're going to go up to the White River and do some trout fishing, and we're going to video it. I don't think I can live stream from there because there's no cell towers, and it's like in a mountain river, type thing where there's, but I'm going to video it. Kiko said hello to you, Anyfin. Anyfin saying hello back. Diana, hi, Anyfin. Reborn Troll is in the house. Good evening to you. Thank you for the thumbs up as you came in. We got 37,000 people in the house watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. We got a lot of Christmas stuff we're going to be trying to do anything. No good fishing except for the trout fishing up at Beaver Dam. So, Kiko's in, hello to you, Reborn Troll. Nice. These were just stocked and nobody was catching. It'll get better. Yeah, we haven't stocked trout. We do stock trout in our little lakes here, like I go fishing at. That's easy for handicapped people, easy to get to. They stock them, but they don't do it until January, because right now the water's not cold enough for the trout to survive very long. And we can get a really hot spell here, and that lake will turn over and kill the fish. So they wait until January before they stock trout in our little lakes. But Beaver Dam is a natural river. The White River is what it is. The White River is what it's called. And it's trout year round. It's one of the top 10 trout fisheries in the nation. So, and we live a good hour and a half from it. Not that hard to get there. Craig said hello to you, Reborn. You got snow today? Seriously? Man. Now I'm scared to go outside. I was just trying to get all psyched up to go do Christmas stuff. But now if it's already snowing in America, I got to stay indoors. I got to lock the doors. Man, I got to find a bucket of cocoa. I can't leave the house if it's cold in America. Just flurries, well, still. Man, I don't like that stuff. When I was young, I fished in the snow. I had a pontoon boat. My first boat was a pontoon boat. And the buddy and I would go out on the White River trout fishing in the middle of the winter. And we had a barbecue grill set on it so we wouldn't freeze to death. But we would fish literally in sleet, hail, and rain and snow and slaughter the freaking trout. So, and then we had to figure out how to get the boat back on the boat trailer and the boat ramp and get back out of there, because the boat ramp now had ice on it. So that was a trick, but we made it happen. You know, a whole lot of, ingenuity going into that. So, but we're going to try to take you guys on some Christmas stuff. We're going to do some Christmas adventures. I think we're all done Christmas shopping. We have a few Christmas, we don't give Christmas gifts out very much, I guess. No, we have a couple people that we buy Christmas for. And I'm almost done with my part of it. Lorelai has to do her part of it. And then, what the hell is that? Or is that me? But Lorelai, she's not getting a Christmas gift because she spent too much money on Christmas ornaments. So I told her, every time you buy an ornament, that means that your Christmas gift gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So, and I don't want anything for Christmas. I'm one of these people that says, don't give me anything, I don't need it. I'm back, sounds like the ghost. Yeah, the ghost. You guys saw that, right? It wasn't me hallucinating? Because sometimes I hallucinate. I just wanted to make sure that really wasn't me hallucinating. I mean, so other people saw that. Kiko, I know you're watching and you pay attention. Craig, did the ghost here? All right. Harper says, it's Harper again. I am back. Well, ain't that outstanding? Harper PTA. Yes, I'm back. It's Harper. It's kind of the same thing you said the first time. It's Harper again. I'm back. Kind of the same thing. Well, Craig didn't see anything. I thought I did. Henry did. And Henry and I aren't on drugs today. So, do we remember Harper PTA? Yeah, sure, we remember you, Harper. Hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps. Ooh. That might be good. Hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps. Harper, I don't think you're spelling very well today, but that's all right. Give me a few hours, Henry says. Yeah, you're annoying. I know. But Harper, we don't mind having annoying people like you on here. So don't feel bad about the fact that you consider yourself annoying. It's okay. We appreciate you anyway, Harper. We really, really, really do. So don't be hard on yourself, all right? Just take a deep breath and realize you're just you. You're just Harper. HTN, the ghost. Yeah, I'm telling you. You know, Harper, I don't. Can we meet? Can you meet who? The question that I ask, 'cause I get asked that question a lot. Hey, you know, you're a famous YouTuber who's fantastic and outstanding and handsome and charming and very humble. Could we meet sometime? And I always have to say, well, possibly, but what is it that you have to offer that makes me want to meet you? So, hey, that's right. I'm the grammar and spelling police. Good job, Kiko. Yeah, Dave has a ghost running around somewhere. It's probably left over from the Halloween party, right, Henry? Because this house is brand new, and it was just a big old stinking cow field before they built houses. And I know the Native Americans weren't here, because I know where the Native Americans in Arkansas were, and they were never in this part of Arkansas. And there was no Civil War battle here. That was in a different part of our area. So I know there's no ghosts here, but maybe dead cows. Diane said, maybe. Yeah. So that's what you have to ask yourself, Harbor. You know, is there a reason I would want to meet you? Because I know why you'd want to meet me. Cowabunga. So yeah, sometimes, you know, yes, you want to know why? Why we want to know why? Well, why is a very deep question. It's a very big question. It's kind of like, why could be anything. Why could be. Why could be just plain old WHY. You just don't know why. Moo. The cows, yes, I know. Looks like Harper got themselves in the Nightbot. He did too many little thingies, so Nightbot smacked him and put him in timeout for 5 seconds. You got timed out by Nightbot. You can't do too many emojis. So, and I don't know why you were showing pictures of your kitty cat. I have dogs, not cats. So, we don't have any cat food here or litter boxes or anything like that. So, you might have to find somebody else who's into cats. You have to buy him dinner first, preferably a movie too. That's true. And then, of course, now look, Kiko, now I'm going to be straightforward and honest. If you throw $1,000 USD down on the super chat, I will actually let you email me. $1,000, you get my email address. So if you're interested in Harper, throw $1,000 on the super chat, and I'll send you my email address right here, right now. So, dinner would be good. You know what we had for dinner? I had crab ragoon for dinner. Does everybody know what crab ragoon is? I had that. Craig says, that's a bargain. That's a smoking bargain. I know. I thought it was a good deal. So, but yeah. We had, Lorelai had spicy green curry pork. And since it's too spicy for me and I'm a wuss, I ate the crab ragoon. Kiko. That's like 10 billion Australian dollars. Well, maybe. I know it'd probably be, a couple 100 million in Filipino pesos. So, but Craig could just send us Australian beer and it would be okay. So, well, that's what we had for dinner. What did you guys have for dinner? I had an order of crab ragoon. Pretty good crab ragoon from a Thai restaurant. When you mention them, they come out, and then we get the good ones tonight. Troll Harper. Yeah, well, at least they think they're good. They thought they were going to be funny, and cute, but my deflections, what do the police call that? They take classes and Please take classes at the academy in verbal judo. So tonight, my verbal judo is strong tonight. I think it's funny how they have to take a class in verbal judo to be a police officers. Because they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Trolls can't handle it when they don't get their ways. Are real trolls that way? Are the ones that live under the bridge kind of that way? If they don't get their way, they get mad and go pouty, pouty, pouty. Troll Hunters USA. You know, there's a whole bunch of new videos about that kid in Korea tonight. I watched some of them today. I thought about doing a recap video, but I got tired. So I didn't even do a recap about him. But that kid in Korea, the Somalia kid, the Johnny whatever, he's apparently got him stuff in about. I am about to have steak tonight. Well, Henry, I think we need to have a discussion because last night you went to the casino and you had really good food. Now, I don't like steak, but Kiko likes steak. Craig likes steak. I think Diana likes steak, right? I know Mark likes steak. You know, even Harper likes steak, apparently. I don't know if he likes tube steak or what kind of steak, but he likes steak. So now you're bragging about, oh, you're going to go have steak. Man, you Mississippians are rich people. Arkansas, we don't have steak. They don't even know what it is here. We call hamburger steak here. So, must be nice, Henry. Diana says, oh, steak. I had tacos, see? You didn't have Taco Bell, did you? Sanders likes steak, see? So why do you think it's okay for you, to run around eating steak when all these other people like steak too and they don't have steak right in front of them? It's not quite fair. Henry, just saying. Catch the ghost, mini steaks. No, I said I was mistake. You heard incorrectly. There you go. Under the bridge downtown. What was the comedian? I live in a van down by the river. Wasn't that Chris Farley or somebody who did that? But what was I thinking of something funny? Oh, about steak. A few years ago, we were having problems with solicitors. We're having problems with solicitors a couple years ago at another house we had. And I had a sign up, and when I put a sign up that says no soliciting, and you knock on my door anyway, you're liable to get not a happy person because I think you just did it intentionally to piss me off. So, but I had this one person come in, and they were talking, and I was in this weird mood. And so and the sign's right there, and I asked him, did you see the sign? He's like, yeah, but I'm not really selling anything. And I'm like, uh-huh. And so he goes on to tell me his pitch, and I said, man, you don't understand. I am so poor that I can't give my dogs steak anymore. I have to give them hamburger meat to eat every day versus the steaks that we used to feed them. So how would I afford to buy whatever the crap is you're selling? Kiko says, keep it clean. Keep it clean. That's right, Henry, maybe next time. Henry's not going to share. Uh-huh. Keep it clean. You want the steak clean or the mistake clean? So, Diane's laughing at everybody. I don't like steak. We talked about that. Well, I think we talked about steak last night. Is there, thinking of mistake from the land of Kiko, I want to know right here, right now, I'm looking you directly in the eye, and I want you to tell me one mistake you made in your life that you wish you wouldn't have made. One mistake that haunts you. One mistake that you always go, I shouldn't have done that. Does everybody? I know Kiko has one. I'm sure Kiko has one. Diana's a nice person. She probably doesn't have one. Live streams. Oh, Craig, what am I gonna do with you, Craig? And he says, he's gonna be right back. All 7 were planned, kinda. He's referring to the children, kind of. Well, now look, Kiko, and we gotta keep it PG, but I'm gonna say this much. If you're going to do the deed that makes women pregnant, right? And remember, only women can get pregnant. I don't care where you're from or what you're doing, but only a biological female can get pregnant. Just saying. Humans are not asexual, just saying, they're not. So if you're doing the deed that Sanders says the first marriage, if you're doing the deed that winds up getting women into the pregnated state, even if you take precaution or you don't think that there may be one of those pregnated states that's going to happen, you kind of know it's going to happen or can happen. So I don't know how anybody can say, well, it was a mistake. It can't be a mistake. It could be a failure of equipment, but we all know how women get pregnant. So it's not like it was an accident. Whoops, she bumped up against the car and got pregnant, come on. So, smoke break for, yeah. You're alive again, or still alive. No, I'm alive again. I got arrested. I had to go answer the door. That's why I had to get off earlier. So the police were banging on my door. So I had to get off real quick because I didn't want to see you guys, see you. I didn't want you guys to see me being handcuffed and stuffed and pepper sprayed and tased and then and thrown in the back of a police car. So I turned off the live stream. But I appreciate you being back, Backlash. He has a great fishing channel, by the way. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, please do that. Craig has to go take a smoke break. Craig also has a live, a YouTube channel that you can subscribe to. Diana says, just one mistake? Kiko, at our age, maybe asexual isn't that far. You got that right. You got that right, Kiko. Oh, I know what the ghost is. I just found the ghost. I figured out what the ghost is. Oh my God, I'm the most brilliant person in the world. I just figured out what the ghost, where I'm seeing the ghost at. You want me to tell you? It's right here. When I do this, the light is flashing back up against my hand and flashing into my glasses. So I think there's an external light source happening. That's what's going on. Man, gosh, dang, man, how smart do you have to be tricked by a Christmas light? I mean, that's pretty pathetic. The Christmas lights got me all screwed up, man. So Henry's enjoying his evening with us. So, but Backlash, we appreciate you being here. Backlash is one of our first responders, so he's actually one of the good guys. UFO, unidentified flying object, or you're a funny old man. Christmas ghost got you. It did. That's what it was. I figured it out when I did the hand thing. I'm like, oh, I got it. It's bouncing and making me think that there's external life source out here and all of that. So that's what I get, right? Man, what are you guys gonna do with me? Where would your entertainment come from? You can't laugh at and nobody answered the question besides one person about, Craig answered about the mushrooms, but nobody's ever answered me. Did you ever see a pine cone and red berries together in the world, in nature, in real life? So, the ghost of Christmas past. So, let's talk about that. Oh, my dryer's done. Diana, I can't have babies anymore. I had surgery. Diana? Did I miss something, Diana? Is somebody trying to get you to have babies? Come on, Kiko. Okay, asexual. I'm trying to follow. I'm listening going. I didn't see anybody trying to get Diana pregnant on the live stream, did I? Just trying to clear from my brain. You are really living up to, that's right. That's right. Zor of Stupid YouTube. You know, Kiko says, me too, D. I did too. I had the snip many thousands of years ago because I never wanted kids, never liked how they smelled. I definitely didn't like how much food they ate and how they always wanted stuff. And then they wanted you to be nice to them. And, I just wasn't me. I didn't want to share my ice cream with some little kid. I didn't want to have to get up in the middle of the night and feed it and stuff like that. So, ah, I didn't have enough duct tape when I was young to have kids because I think you ought to have a lot of duct tape when you have children. And I probably can't expand on that on this channel, how you use duct tape in raising children. But if you use your imagination and just think about a closet, you'll be in good shape. After number 7, I had mine early. Because I just didn't want some girl to wake up one day and say, hey, you're the father of my baby. Oh, yeah, bullshit. Bullshit. Good luck with that one. I'm not giving you my money. I never had kids. Henry never had kids. Kiko had 7 kids. So if you divide that by 3, that's, like 2 and, 1/3 for each of us. So Kiko had enough kids for you and I, Henry. So that's a good thing. But let's talk about Christmas. What movie are you, and we're going to talk about Christmas a lot because you're going to see a lot of Christmas crap happening. Mike Tyson fights tomorrow. Remember, I'm going to watch it live here. I can't broadcast it because they sent me a nasty letter saying not to. But I'm going to watch it, and you might get to watch some of it. So we're going to watch Mike Tyson either lose or win, or it's going to be a shit fit, and it's going to be a joke tomorrow at 7. So remember that. We're going to be watching Tyson tomorrow night. They can be overrated, Henry. They can be overrated. They cost too much money. Sanders has 3 kids. I have 2 dogs. I just, I know, and I think kids are good for people a lot of times. I want to pat myself on the back and say, I knew as a young man that I was too selfish to raise children. I also knew that my personality, if I had children, then my whole entire world would be devoted to them. And I didn't want that to happen because I wanted my world to be devoted to me, so I didn't have kids. It's a Wonderful Life Christmas movie. That's my favorite. I make sure Lorelai rolls her eyes because she's Filipino. But I tell her, we have to watch It's a Wonderful Life. Well, how many times have you seen this? And I said, I don't know. How old am I? I've seen it at least as many times as old as I am. I watch it once a year. I've been watching it since I was an itty-bitty baby boy. It's a Wonderful Life. Best Christmas movie there is. They named po' boy sandwiches after me. Yes. Are you the shrimp one? That I know, taking care of my brother and kids was spoiled rotten. Well, and I have a tendency to do that. I have a tendency to spoil kids because I don't have any. So I think it's funny to get them hyped up on sugar, and send them away to their mom and dad. I like giving them messy stuff and noisy stuff and send them away. Mine are ungrateful. Most kids are truly ungrateful, Diana. So I don't think yours are anything special. I think it's just kind of the modern day norm. So we got 1 vote for It's a Wonderful Life. It has kids in it. What's your favorite Christmas movie? What movie are you going to make sure you watch? Are you going to watch the new Christmas movie that's coming out? What is it? What's the new Christmas movie called that we all want to go see? I think it has The Rock in it or somebody or something. Let me Google this because it looks like Code Red or something. Hang on, I got to type in the year. I just got to remember what year we're in. uh, what? I think there's some dirty Christmas movies coming out. It says Netflix leads the way this year with a new holiday movie called starring Queen Lacey Chambert. It's called Hot Frosty, featuring Mean Girls co-star Lindsay Lohan. I don't know, man. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for like Code Red or something, I think it's called. Hang on, I'm going to find it. Oh, no, it's called Red One. It has The Rock in it. So we're going to go watch that. I'll tell you what, when I go watch the movie, I'll live stream it so everybody can see it, so nobody has to pay for it. That's right. Your wife messaged Lorelai on the shrimp thing there. That's all I know. Left me hung and dry because they think I got a ton of money when my kids will do that. I'm so sick of when family think they're entitled to shit and they're not. That, we go through that now, and I think it just, I don't understand, and Kiko's heard this lecture, and Craig and everybody else, I don't understand what makes you think you deserve a part of my dollar when you had nothing to do with my dollar. What in the hell makes you think you deserve part of my dollar? Got to make sure I don't scare my dog. All propaganda, Craig says. Christmas propaganda, the movies? They are. They are. Well, that's good, Henry. Well, the kids learned never to mess with me very fast, and now they're very respectful. That is good. I think it's good. Put people in there. Lorelai had to do her self-evaluation at work this week, and I told her, look, just be bluntly honest and stand your ground. Don't make the company feel good. Tell the honest truth. I think standing up and saying what you think, no matter the situation, is a good thing. If people don't like it and it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I don't think sugarcoating things, it's okay to use nice words, but nobody has to put up with crap from anybody. My granddaughters are beautiful. Ooh, don't say that on this live stream. We get another 20,000 men looking to meet you, Diana. So it's time to eat. Take care, everyone. I will be back. All right, Henry. See ya, Henry. Diana, Craig has a good-looking family. Kiko has a good-looking family. Diana has good-looking grandkids. So, Sanders, I've seen his little kids. They're cute kids. So, but the question is, where does everybody get that? Because Kiko's kids are good-looking kids, and we know it didn't come from him. So, Diana, where did your grandkids get their looks from? Are they good people, or are they just pretty girls? And did your granddaughter enjoy the advice I gave her about men the other day? My three grandchildren are in Texas, but didn't get to see them last month. Aww. Craig says it skips a generation. Yeah? Well, the other real question is this. Do we believe the saying about if you want to know what your wife is going to look like when she's old, look at the mother? Do we believe that's true? She laughed at it, but she knew I was right, though, huh? I bet you your granddaughter laughed, but she secretly went, man, he's right on. He's speaking the truth. I know. See ya, Henry's going to eat that steak that he's not sharing with any of us. Greg says, try not to. Yeah, I know. I know, Greg. I don't look anything like my mother. I look like my father. So what happens if the boy looks like the mother in the relationship versus the girl looking like the mother? So when we're dating girls, we're always told, well, you better go check out mama, because if mama's hot, then your girlfriend's going to be hot when she gets old. And if she's ugly when she's old, then your girlfriend's going to be ugly when she's old. But what about when the boy looks like the mom? Does the same thing hold true? But I think we're going to go watch this movie I was telling you about. Dwayne Johnson, Red One, is what it's called. It has that other guy that played in Oz and a bunch of other things. And it has a big-ass polar bear in it. So we're going to go watch that because we like to go to movies. I'm going to sneak the camera in. I'm going to live stream the movie. And then I'm going to get arrested and charged with piracy. Huh. So the wife resembles the father's face exactly. The good thing for us, Lorelai looks like her mother's side. They don't look anything like the dad. The bad thing, though, Kiko, in our little world, the teacher behaves and acts just like the father, who was in and out of, you know how the Philippine situation is. In and out, abusive, drunk, you know how that is. So I think that's where her sister looks or behaves like the father of the family. I never met him, he's dead. And I never met the mother because she died early. Lorelai and I have that both in common. My mother died when I was 6. Lorelai's died when she was 17. So the fact that when we met, we both had gone through that experience, I think helps us. I really do. Did you say the fight is on Netflix tomorrow? I did. 7 p.m. in America, right here on Netflix. Mike Tyson's and Jake Paul. So I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to start about 6, and I'm going to watch it. You guys may not get to see my TV, but because I don't want to be arrested and thrown in prison again, going to prison over TV rights. So yeah, it's live at 7. They also have a documentary on it too, Kiko. My wife lived with her father. I saw his picture on Facebook. Okay, all right. That will fill in 4 minutes. I hope so. I gotta admit, Mike's getting old. I hate that white trash YouTuber. You know these damn YouTubers? I hate YouTubers. I mean, what kind of people go out there and start a YouTube channel? That's what I don't understand. How can people go and do that in today's world? So these YouTubers need to be taken down a peg or two. So I truly hope that they get in the ring and, maybe a minute, 2 minutes in, Tyson steps into him and delivers that uppercut, and it's all over in 38 seconds, nothing would make me happier. Now, then the internet would go wild and say, oh, the guy did what do they call that when the fighter, they'll say that he took a dive. He took a dive. He just wanted the money. He didn't, whatever, or he felt bad for Michael. He didn't want to hurt Mike Tyson, so he took a dive so Mike Tyson could save face. So it'll be all kinds of garbage. I want the old man to win quickly. Me too. But I got to be honest, since I don't like the guy, I think he's creepy. I think a lot of YouTubers are creepy. I think he's creepy, and it bothers me that he's creepy. And so I hope Mike walks in and busts his face up a little bit, maybe gives him a black eye, makes some blood squirt out everywhere, make him realize that. And I know they're friends, and they're doing this for money, But if Mike Tyson can remember who Mike Tyson is, he might get that weird, because he said that he has a demon inside of him that wants to eat and kill people. If he brings if that comes out, Mike Tyson, yeah, it'll be fun. That's a good point, Diana. Logan's ego would never be able to take a dive. Yeah, I would agree. I don't think his ego would let him, but I think his entourage, because he's famous, would start going. Well, he felt bad for Mike, and he really didn't do his best. They would immediately start making excuses. I'll be glad if it's over. Tired of hearing about the fight. Yes, it's kind of like the election. Isn't it nice that the election is finally over? Donald came in and laid a knockout on her, smack down, whatever you want to call it. Now the election's over. Everybody's kind of done bitching and whining about the bitch slapping that happened, and everybody's moving on now. And after tomorrow, that's what I mean. I really hope that we don't have to keep hearing about this for weeks and them arguing over, well, was it fake? Was it a show? It was a joke, just a little bit of good boxing, and then Mike to bust his face open and end it. He talks a lot of shit. Mike might bite his ear. He should bite his ear off. So, and that's the thing. I think Logan's probably a tough kid. I don't think he's a real boxer or a real fighter. I don't think he's a pushover. But I don't think he has the same mental attitude as Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's okay eating your children. When he gets that demon in his mindset, he doesn't have a problem eating your children. So, yeah, Logan thinks he doesn't stink. Yes, I know. It's kind of like that kid in Korea and that Jack Dorsey kid. These crazy YouTubers who get so successful at a young age, make a lot of money. When they get over 21, they got to realize they got to pivot, and now they have to figure out what their next move is. And so for him, it was to become a professional fighter. But he's not a professional fighter. He's not. I'm not saying he doesn't have a good punch. He's just not a professional fighter. But didn't anyone see the pigeon video that Mike Tyson and Logan? I did not. I know Mike Tyson raises pigeons and races them and all of that, but no, I didn't see a pigeon video. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Well, he was. I mean, he got on YouTube also, and like Jack Dorsey, who should be in jail himself for that car accident and many other things. And he's the kid that went running around bumping into people, and then would have his boxer, his what do they call those, bodyguard, step up and protect him. And there's a video out there of that kid that pushed another person turned around and wasn't happy about it, and Dorsey's bodyguard punched that guy out. Well, there's a $2 or $3 million lawsuit right there. Surf is in the house. Tyson was a bum fighter at 38. Can't imagine he's any better at 58. Well, he may have been a bum fighter, but I tell you this, I bet you wouldn't have stepped in the ring with him. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't step in the ring with Mike Tyson today at all. I mean, all he has to do is hit you once, and your nuts are going to be on the mat. So, he may be a bum fighter, but he may have a little bit more than we think. He's so rich, he thinks they get so rich, that's kind of where I was going with that. That kid in Korea, who's now in jail in Korea for the crap he pulled there, since he had some internet fame, and he made a little bit of money, he thought he could go to Korea and use P. Diddy's song to dance sexually on that statue with baby oil all over him, and he thought he could go into the convenience store, throw noodles and beer, and argue and fight, and make fun of Korea with no repercussions. Kevin McBride was a nobody and he made Tyson quit during the fight. Well, I think everybody has their breaking point. I don't disagree. I watched that fight. It was a very big disappointment, you know. But I still wouldn't want to be in the ring with him. Aw, McBride did it for his mama. So it's always for the mama. Do it for your mama. Do it for your mama. You know. But I still think any of these boxers, I mean, Oscar De La Hoya, he hasn't fought in years, but I wouldn't want to be in the ring with a trained fighter. And then you get a trained fighter who's able to put an attitude into things. I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with any professional athlete in there. If you're not in their world, Tyson grew up boxing and fighting on the street. Then he went into the amateurs and the pros in his history. Logan is a rich kid who took it on as a hobby. I'm hoping that he's taught a lesson of humility, because I think we all need to be humble and sometimes, and I think sometimes in our lives, things happen to us that humble us, and being humbled makes us a better person. I hope the kid in Korea, now that there's a bounty out for him, because he doesn't have his passport, so he can't leave Korea. He's going to be prosecuted. He may get 10 to 15 years in jail now, because apparently the government of Korea has now got involved and decided they're going to review and see what charges they can add to him, to Somalia is his name. Sleep. Logan went from YouTube to boxing, not a good mix, while Tyson was raised with boxing. Yeah, that's kind of my point. I wouldn't want to screw with anybody who grew up doing whatever it is they're doing. Why aren't there any giants like Andre the Giant that box? No one would be able to hit him in the head. God, too tall. Well, there's actually some videos out on YouTube watching giants fight each other. And sometimes the bigger guys really just are not great boxers. They're too gangly, if that's a word. I can't remember if gangly is a word, Kiko. But, you know, they're not so coordinated. And Andre the Giant would have been a horrible boxer, you know. But there is a couple of big boxers out there. Remember the two Russian brothers or Ukrainian brothers? They were big guys. Surf says, Paul definitely doesn't have the boxing skills of a Tyson, but Tyson's whole legacy was fake. Oh, I don't know about that. I think you're dreaming if you think watching him punch somebody in the face and them hitting the mat was fake. I've saw a lot of interviews with people that Tyson busted open, and they went, hardest thing that ever hit me in my life was being hit in the face by Mike Tyson. So I don't know. I don't think it was a hype. My dollar is on Mike Tyson. Yep. Do I think the ear biting thing was fake? Nope. Yeah, and I know you're asking that him. Yeah, he ripped off Evander Holyfield. Ask him. That shit wasn't fake. Holyfield's still pissed off about it. and still has a chunk missing when you see him on TV. Yeah, we don't bet. We would never bet on anything like that. We just wouldn't. We think it's a waste of money and time and energy. But I know a lot of people that are into the gambling scene, and they would drop some coin, and it's all about what round and this and that. But, you know, when I was a young kid, I did a tough man contest, and I made it to the semi-final, not the final, and I lost by decision, and that wasn't fake, I'm telling you. And I loved to fight as a kid. He fought mostly tomato cans and admits that King may have fixed a couple of his fights. Well, what he said in his documentary was that King was corrupt, and he did fight people that probably wasn't at his caliber, and King knew that. But also the other thing you got to look at when you see all the documentaries there wasn't a whole lot of other people that was on his level. There wasn't anybody for him to fight that was as good as he was. There wasn't. They were, everybody, they just, and some of them wouldn't fight him. The smart ones said no. Oh, yeah, I know, Diana. I know Tommy Morrison. Tommy's from Oklahoma. Met him a couple of times. Died of AIDS. I got a good friend, I had a good friend, he's long gone now, that him and Tommy grew up together over in Oklahoma. So don't disagree. Tommy Morrison was a hell of a puncher. So, but he was no Mike Tyson. Yes. Yeah, the tough man contest, you had to use boxing gloves, which really sucked because, no, I'd rather pick you up, snap your back, and throw you out the ring, So you kind of had to do a little bit of more of a boxing match versus a true street fight. So it was with gloves. I can't remember the weight of the gloves, but we had a fight with gloves. But I lost by decision, which I thought was bullshit. Because he looked a whole lot worse than I did at the end of that, those 3 rounds. He didn't want to fight anymore, but he won by decision, and I was happy to continue to go, so I didn't get to go to the next level. But the prize was only like $500, and it was at a bar. What are you gonna do? So it was fun. I got to admit, when I was a young man, I was not. I was a very street active young person. I had no problems squaring up against anybody or multiple people. I enjoyed it tremendously. At 16, I hung out with a bunch of older brothers, and they were a cast of characters, and they got in a lot of trouble at bars. But I would go as a 16-year-old to the bars because I looked like this at 16. And I would be the one jumping in the middle of the fight, protecting my brothers who started the fights in the first place. Oh, man. God, good old times. I have a drink. Yay! And Surf says, you box pretty well. No, I don't box worth shit. I just don't mind hitting you. I don't think I'm a boxer at all. I don't. I mean, I've trained a tiny bit in mixed martial arts, but I don't know how to box. I don't. I would prefer to grab you by the throat and rip your Adam's apple out and piss on you and have it done in 30 seconds. So no, not at all. Not at all, Kiko. No, not at all. I don't think my coma had anything to do with any head injuries or, maybe, unless you want to theorize, maybe that's why I was in hell in my coma. Maybe I was being sentenced to hell because of my past bad deeds, maybe. But no, it was, this is when I was, 18, 19, 20 years old. So no. By the time I was 21, I was bored of the bar scenes, and I quit going. But those 3 or 4 years when I was 16 to 21, I got in a lot of bar fights. I mean, tremendous amounts of bar fights. It was way stupid. Guns pulled, baseball bats, 2x4s, busted out windshields and windows. You name it, we went through it back in those days. But nobody ever hit me in the head. I don't remember that. But no, I don't really think it had anything to do with the coma. I really don't. I think the coma came from truly heart failure, lung failure, kidney failure, and septic shock at the same time. Because I apparently hit all 4 of those at the exact same time. No. No, it had nothing to do with boxing or fighting. I had to fight for my life and my identity as being alive, Kiko. But physically, I didn't get to fight. The only part of me that I could move or had any control over was one eye in the coma. So that was the only thing that I could move was one eyeball. I had no ability to defend myself. So when they murdered me in my coma, I couldn't do it, and that was part of the I was going to say a bad word, the mind screwing, because when they were murdering me when I'm in my coma, I couldn't fight back. I couldn't do anything about it. I had to literally lay there and let them and feel them murder me, and that happened twice in the coma. Had to go through that. Besides the beatings, the torture, everything else that happened, the lights, everything else that happened in the coma, I felt every bit of that. But I had no way to defend myself. The only way I could defend myself was somehow through telepathy, trying to make my case that I'm alive and I'm human, and you don't have rights to do this. Diana says, I'm not a big girl, but when I was younger, it was pushed to that point. When you went down, they called me the Hawk. Woohoo! She-Hawk, Henry. How the brain function while comatose just intrigues me. It intrigues the shit out of me because I had a coma. I want to write a book about it, but I need a ghostwriter because I don't know how to write a book. I would really love to write a book about my coma, and I would like to write about the following a couple of years after that, because there's a whole lot more to it than just the coma now. So I think it'd be interesting to tell the story pre-coma, during coma, and after coma. But it intrigues the shit out of me, because my coma was not like anybody, and because I research comas. I got a whole big gigantic file on my computer about all these coma stories, and there ain't a damn one of them like mine. Surf says, in my opinion, Tyson was afraid of Tommy Morris. I believe Tyson dodged him for Michael Moore. George Foreman, I love George Foreman. Riddick Bowe was good. He didn't really beat any of the great boxers. All right. Of course, I never want to experience it. No, you don't, Kigo, but that's all right. Someone tried to kill you in your coma. That's correct. I was murdered. They didn't try to kill me. They killed me twice in my coma. So yes. That's why maybe the ghost is hanging around, just waiting. Well, they're you may have a point. You may have a point, Craig, because there were some very strange happenings in my coma, Craig. And I see the lady in my coma. Not very often, but I will admit, and I never, please don't tell Lorelai because it would scare her, but I see that lady from time to time. I see her, Henry's back in the house. Sorry, Surf says I was eating. Can you tell me more about this coma and your killing? Kind of. I have a video. Surf, it would be much easier and less stressful for me if you just go to my YouTube channel, okay, and subscribe to the channel, of course, which is great. But there's a video on my YouTube channel called Coma, and I think there's two, a short version and a long version. So you can go, and if you watch those, you'll get the whole story and you'll have a better understanding. If I tried to explain everything, I'm going to get pissed off. And I try not to do that too much in my live streams. So I'm not trying to dodge, and I'll tell you a little bit more, but I would prefer not to get into every unbelievable detail that happened in my coma, because it's not good. It's not good. Do you need to bring my sage and no. Oh my God. Sir says, okay, sorry I was eating. No. Corner of your eye disappears at direct contact? Yes. But there's times, and I hope Lorelai's working. Loving Life says, hello, and thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you for the thumbs upper. How are you tonight? We got 16 still watching. Loving it. Loving life. Sometimes, yes, but sometimes the person is at a distance and just there and not there. So I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I'm walking through a mall, usually outdoor mall, but I'm walking through the promenade in Branson and just gently going and walking, and all of a sudden the lady, walks out of the store, but she's not there. So it's kind of weird. Kind of weird and hard to explain. Diana says, "Welcome back, Henry. We're glad you enjoyed your steak. So it must be very nice to have food to eat when some of us are poor and starving and only could have crab ragoon. You know, I had to share it with I did not share any food with my dogs, just to clarify that. No, Kiko, she's not ugly. She's not ugly. And I gotta admit, Kiko, no, it's not about her being ugly. It's about the tumor that was inside of her and how she opened up and exploded and shitted out this gigantic tumor and all the blood and how that's, no, she's not ugly. She's not ugly. To be honest, there's a little bit of it that reminds me of my mother who died when I was 6. A tiny bit of her, because the hair is the same color, but nothing else is the same. Because it's a white lady, and my mother was more Cajun. Love and Live is in the house. Says, "Hey, John, how are you? Big John and like Joe Biden." Yes, there's nothing there. I know. When do you see the lady? You saw her in your coma, and now you see her in real life? Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes. Just randomly. I don't see her often. It's only a few times a year. And it's only briefly, of course. But she's always at that state where right when she's scared to death, but she knows that she's going to die. And she knows that she's getting ready to split open. When I see her, it's just a snapshot. But that's the snapshot, the fear on her face, but the realization that she's realizing she's dead. And she'll be dead in a second. So that's the snapshot I get with the lady. It's a snapshot. Big John, Biden 2028. Hell, Biden be dead by then. You know. I am fortunate to never have nightmares other than some military dreams. That is good. I know a lot of military guys that really struggle. Even ones that did not serve in the combat, they still struggle with the shit they had to put up with in the military. So, and I have, and these aren't dreams, but I do definitely have nightmares. I have, been diagnosed with a PTSD due to the coma. I have nightmares. That's one good thing about our 2 dogs. If I'm in trouble, they wake me up. One, if I'm having health issues, it's kind of weird. My dogs know it, and they will wake me up and help me. But if I'm struggling in a nightmare or night terror, or whatever you want to call it, and I have them, and they're not pleasant, these 2 dogs, one or the other or both of them, will literally get me out of there without question. They know what to do, which is strange. How long was your coma? You've ever seen the story of the kid who thought he was brain dead and treated him as such for years, but he was awake and aware of everything? I've seen one story, and maybe this is the same one, where the kid, are you talking about like a child or a young man? I saw the story about a young man who was like that, was in a vegetated state for a long time, but in his brain, it was a maybe. I've seen stories of, because I've researched it a lot, I've seen stories of a young guy who was in a car accident who wind up becoming like he was, 6, 7 years old, had to be taken care of 24/7, but he was an adult male, a 30-year-old male, and he thought when he was in his car accident, I guess he had a fiance, and so he thought every girl was his fiance, so they had a real problem with that, type of situation. I've seen a lot of that. HDN says, I'll never talk about the things I did. are dealt with in the military and some things out of the military. I agree. Young man, but started as a teenager. I probably have read that story because I tried to read everything I could find. I wanted to do a whole series of stories and put them together and help to trying to get me to understand it. But one thing I've come to find is people don't want to talk about this shit. You know, even people that say, oh, I saw God. I saw the light. Well, maybe they did. Maybe they just saw the light from the doctor's pen. I don't know. But even they don't seem to like to say anything more. But, oh, no, I saw the light, you know, and God told me it wasn't my time, which I think is all bullshit. I'm John Baloo. We know you're John. Do you not know you're John, so you got to write your name out there, Loving Life? You know, we know you're John. We figured that out. We be smart. I watch Redacted on Amazon Prime. I haven't seen that one, I don't guess. What's it about, John? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've tried to read, and I've even volunteered to be interviewed because there's some groups out there that want to do studying on comas and coma victims. But what I found, and I've offered up my story, but they don't want to hear my story. What all these coma groups or communities want are the people that were in a coma and said they saw God. They don't care about the other people that were in coma, that God wasn't there. That they want to feel good. We saw the light, and my mother was there, and she told me, you know, it wasn't my time bullshit. They don't want to hear the real shit. They want the fluff and puff. Johnny on the spot. Military war crimes in Iraq. Okay, nice. A lot of war crimes everywhere. Everywhere. It's crazy. But yeah, it's yeah, you know, the weird thing, Kiko, is I did a whole lot of really bad things when I was a young person. That, you know, I knew how to manufacture drugs. You know, I was paid to, and I never sold drugs, but I was actually paid to collect, you know, bad debts from those type of people and help out in that community. So I did a lot of not great things, but none of that came into play in my coma. None of it. My mom said, we go, don't want you. I'm back. Yeah, go away, we don't want you, get out of here. Then I said, I died twice, never saw anything, yeah. Well, I've died 4 times. 2, I was murdered twice in the coma, and then my heart was the other 2 times. When the heart issues was the deal, I don't really remember anything, except for one of them, when I woke up, I was extremely pissed off. Because, man, I didn't like them people beating on me. So I guess maybe I was having a little bit of an out-of-body experience. I saw these people beating on me. Even though I was out, I saw them beating on me. And when I came up, I was ready to kick some happy ass. And I went after them because I saw them beating me. This is not in the coma. This is when my heart stopped in the hospital. And they were trying to, you know, do that whole crapping thing. But I came out of there ready to beat the smack shit out of them. So, Duckster's in the channel. Duckster's channel's in the house. Hey, buddy, how are you? Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. I hope the wife is doing well. Doug, we do. I hope she is. I hope all's going well there. If you need anything from us, let us know. Doug, and of course, you probably know this, we're having the Christmas party. So we'd love for you guys in Siloam Springs to come on over on December the 14th for the big Christmas party. There'll be a lot of people here. A lot of the group from Siloam and here will be here. So I'd love to have you. Do I believe in God? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Do I believe there's a God? Yes. Do I believe in a lot of the bullshit Christianity talks about? No, I don't. I did, however, see something the night that I lost my second daughter. Wow. That's a trip. I'll tell you a story in a second, Diana. I died a few times and didn't see people, but they look like energy to me. Okay, all right. I'm so happy I found spree candy at Dollar General. Spree candy, I don't even know what that is. Spree candy, what is that? I don't know what that is. What kind of candy is that? Doug, she's doing okay? All right, Doug. Not to pry, I just want to make sure you knew that. You know, we're hoping she does well. And we'd love to have you guys come over for the Christmas party. December the 14th, they're having the party, they're having a day party at that church that people go to. I don't know, I don't remember, but where we were last time, I think. Remember last year at that church? I think they're doing that again. And then when they leave there, we're picking up the party at our house, and it's going to be an adult party, so a regular real party, not a sappy church party. So, Doug, you guys are welcome to come over. Yeah, all right, Doug, I'll have Lorelai send you guys. Well, I know the notices went out. She's been putting it on Facebook, Doug. So I know it's going out there about the church party that but then after that, even we got some friends from around the country coming. So around there, the real party starts after that church party, I guess. And that's at our house, so. But Diana, let me tell you, I'll tell you a story. True story. There was a time many thousand years ago when I was a young man. I was very poor, but I took my job serious. And I was the manager of a truck stop. We had a huge, horrible snow in Northwest Arkansas. This was so long ago, we didn't have the big fancy interstate. So I had to drive my old beat up Pontiac Ventura. I drove it, rear wheel drive, not posi track, all the way from where I live. So it's normally it'd be about a 20-minute drive. But I knew it was going to take me an hour to 2 hours to get there. One of the weirdest things that ever happened, I'm driving, and I'm talking about our road was bad. They didn't clear it back then. They didn't treat them back then. It was just a bitch. But I needed to get to the store because I knew nobody else would show up. And I brought a suitcase, and I just stayed at the store for the next 2 or 3 days and managed the store. But I'm going down the road, and some idiot semi-truck driver, and I'm taking my time doing, 15 to 20, 25, comes blowing by me, hauling ever-loving butt. That wind vacuum spun my car, spun me. He didn't touch me. Just the vacuum of the wind spun my cheap old Pontiac with probably not great tires, spun me around in the Highway 71 business into the direction of oncoming traffic. And so we're going south. I spun around. I was facing north, headed north, directly into a semi-truck coming the opposite direction. So, and I'm going to tell you this is what I mean, things are weird. Boom, right? That truck is going to hit me. I'm going to hit that truck, whichever you want to call it. All of a sudden, there was an energy force. I say it was an angel because it was a soft energy that moved my car. And it didn't just tap it and have me go, it moved my damn car. It moved the car from here to here. It moved it across chunky ice, not smooth surface ice, crunchy, chunky ice that you go to get over. It moved me out of the way of that truck. Swear to God. Remember like you can't believe. I remember that very well, and that's how I learned to drive in the snow and the ice. Yes, Henry. And it says, yikes. David's wife said, Sanders, that she hasn't received anything. Okay. Well, Lorelai has a blog. I don't know. We'll figure it out, Sanders. because I know you're on Facebook, so, because we need the two wives to hook up and to chit-chat. And our Facebook page is, what is our Facebook page? Does anybody know? Lorelei or something, Lorelei David? Sanders, so what is the name of our channel, our Facebook group? I don't know what we are. I'm not even in charge of Facebook. Facebook is this one. Shit. David Lorelei. So Sanders, maybe your wife can find us through that, if nothing else. All right, let me get caught up here. Yeah, everybody say hello to the Duckster. The Duckster has a YouTube channel too. He does a lot of good cooking of Filipino foods. M from Germany. Welcome in from Germany. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We enjoy all of our subscribers and friends from Germany. So thank you for the thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you haven't done that. So thank you. How are things in Germany right now? I'm thinking things are cold in Germany. I believe it. I seen some things in my day. A nurse years later recognized he was communicating by changes in his breathing, and they got him a computer and told, holy shit. Do you remember his name by any chance? Because I would Google his name later. Sir, do you know his name? Or anything that would help me lead to his story? Because I'll go read it. Martin is known as Ghost Boy. All right, sorry, thank you, I didn't see that. Here, I'm going to screenshot that so I have it in my record. All right? I'm going to check him out later, I promise. Comment was blocked about something. All right, it's probably YouTube. And then I saw my dead grandmother. Without question. There's her, 1,000%. Dead grandmother. Saw her, plain as day. Telling you, plain as freaking day. And it was the weirdest thing. It's kind of like the same thing with the old lady from my coma, the lady from my coma. You know, my grandmother, I knew she was going to die. We were at Christmas dinner. This is when I was 18 or 19. And we came, my roommates, you know how guys are, right? So when you're young, 18, 19, and you live with your buddies in apartments, what do you do on holidays? You go hit everybody's house. So we'd go to my house, his house, another friend's house, and we would take food from everybody's house, you know, and eat, and then take it back to our apartments, so we'd have food to eat for 2 or 3 days. That's what young guys do. It's the most horrific story I've ever heard. He was aware and thinking for years, but not able to communicate. I'm going to check it out. I will. And maybe I'll do I'll bring it back up on one of the live streams and we can talk about it after I understand it. So we went to Christmas dinner at my parents' house, which their food always sucked, but you know, it's free food. And my grandmother was there. And as we started to leave, I told my buddy Paul, I said, my grandmother is going to die. And he's like, what? And I said, she has dead eyes. You know, I know my grandmother. I've known her all my life. She is no longer home. My grandmother is not there. Her body is still alive, but my grandmother is not there. I told him, I said, she's dead. She's not going to be there. So I saw her when she died. Saw her plain as day. Saw her. I mean, I wasn't anywhere near where she died at, but I saw her. Saw her where I was. Ah, guess who's in the house? Everybody say hello to the beautiful wife. Now, for all of you young people, all of you old people that dream of having a beautiful wife, but yet you're ugly and old, trust me, it can happen for you. It happened for me. I have the most beautiful Filipina ever to come out of the Philippines. Listen in the background. Hello, everyone. Hey, Lori from HTN. Diana saying hello to you. Diana has a present for you, Lorelei. She told me, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. That's up to her. But she said she has a present for you. She didn't say she had one for me. She said she had one for you. Jeez. I sent you a request. Okay, we'll get it taken care of. Because I think your wife and my wife would be good at chit-chatting with each other. Why are you doing that? What necklace, Lorelai? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? I'm not wearing a necklace. Are you okay at work? Do you need to say that you need to order pizza so that you can be, do you need to call 911 and order pizza? Are you okay at work? Spree is the best candy I've ever had in my life. If you like sweet tart, hate sweet tarts. Sorry, my friend, I hate sweet tarts. But it's interesting. But no, I won't taste it. I don't like it. All accepted Sanders. Yes. Dougster is here. Hey, Lorelai, the Dougster channel here. He said that him and the wife want to come to the parties for Christmas. Can you make sure they know about that? If they don't already, now she may already know, and the women folk just don't tell us men anything. But it sounds like Doug would like to come to the party, especially ours, because he knows ours will be better than the church party. David, are you getting light, getting lit? Yes, you can say that. Sorry, what Diana said? I can't tell you. Diana said that she got you a gift. She didn't say anything about getting me one, but she got you one. Is what she told me anyway. But I'm not telling you what it is, because that's not appropriate. Can you come? You can come, but we don't have room for you guys. Well, he lives in Siloam Springs. You remember Doug, right? And his wife, they live in Siloam Springs. They're not going to spend the night with us. They're going to go back home. They went to the church party last year. By the way, Bobby is gone. I replaced him. Why did you replace Bobby? What's wrong with Bobby? Bobby is also known as Robert, or Bob, or Rob, or Bert. Well, that's what Diana, you don't need to, but we have a dirty Santas. You guys are doing a dirty Santa at the Christmas party. But yeah, Doug's part of the Siloam Springs group. You know who they are. I know you know. Tamale Bobby. Well, that's too bad, because I like tamales. But that's all right, Bobby. We understand what you're doing. Doug, sorry I forgot. Thank you. I'm glad you guys come. Yeah. Is your party going to be at the same day? Yeah. So what they're having is the crappy church party where they all got to behave and act like I don't know what they're doing, Doug. I'm not going to that. And then, so that's like at 12 o'clock or something at that church way out in the woods, or I don't know. So they're having their little church party that they roped Lorelai into helping out with. And then we're having a real party at our house right after that. So there's a lot of people that are going to go to both, but a lot of people are just coming to our house for the party. So there's a whole bunch of people that will not be going to that church event. They're just going to come here to our house. And that's all you guys have to do, Doug. And if you want, just come over for our party. Diana says, you'll understand when you see it. Lorelai, how about Smarties? Nah, I can't do Smarties either, my friend. I'm already too smart. Ask Kiko. If I have more Smarties, man, what's going to happen? I could become like Jake Paul. Diana says, yes, the dirty Santa is doing well. I think of going to both. Okay. We'd love to have you for both. Love. Lorelai will make sure you guys know, but I think our party is going to, and I don't know, so ours will be better. But there are people going to both. What is dirty Santa? Yeah, I know, Henry. These women. I told my brother, I said, these girls want to do a dirty Santa. And he's like, what? What the hell's a dirty Santa? Why is Santa dirty? What is he doing to them girls? I don't know. I will. I'll make sure you know, Doug. I'll do it a little bit later or tomorrow, but I'll make sure you know, because we got time. It's December the 14th is when it is. It'll be a fun time. So why don't Diana or Lorelai explain to good old Henry, HTN, what is Dirty Santa? Because I don't want to talk about dirty stuff of Santa, because that's kind of bad Christmas mojo. You know, I like to get a good Christmas gift. I don't want to be calling Santa Claus dirty. The girls are worse than the guys. You got that right, Doug. Keep it clean, ladies. That's right. I know. Yeah, why wouldn't you just call it the clean Santa? You know, or, you know, I'm going to steal from Santa or something. You know, but no, they got to call it the dirty Santa. See, now that sounds dirty. And Christmas isn't supposed to be dirty. You know, Christmas isn't supposed to be dirty. So we'll have to see. I don't know exactly the rules. So, but we got a lot of people watching tonight, so thank you all for that. 19 thumbs uppers. If you haven't given us a thumbs up or subscribed to the channel, please do. So, but yeah, I think the Christmas party is going to be fun. We're also going to try to go to Branson a couple of times, Fayetteville and Bentonville, and show you guys lights. We're going to be your roving Christmas reporters. So whether you like it or not, you're going to have to put up with a bunch of Christmas crap through Christmas. So all of you humbug people are just going to have to deal with it. I just got to find socks to wear because my feet are too cold. I just don't know where the socks are, but I'll find them. You know, see what I'm willing to do for y'all's entertainment? I am willing to wear socks and go outside in cold weather just so you guys are entertained. Now, that's the type of YouTuber we all need to be a role model for the whole entire world. Just saying, Jake Paul and Mike Benali or Somali or John Somali, whatever your name was, in Korea. And that other kid that crashed the $300,000 car the day he got it. You know, Jesus, $300,000 would pay off all of our houses, right? And as if everybody brings one gift, somebody picks out a gift and opens it. If somebody wants that gift, they can steal it, and you get so many exchanges. Oh man, I better get a gun and maybe should we have some law enforcement here? What? It's on your drawer. You have heated socks. I have heated socks, like with batteries. Really? Huh? I don't know that. YouTube blocks the binging comments. Well, YouTube has their own rules. I just want YouTube to recognize me as the world leader in YouTube. What do we call that? Kiko, I forgot. The czar of stupid YouTubers. Because I want to hand out the punishment to bad YouTubers. Yeah. Good night, fellow chasters. Take care. We will. Kiko, thank you for being here. I hope you get some rest. Hopefully your weather's good so you can go golfing again. Later, loves. Good night, Kiko from Diana. Well, I'm glad Santa Claus, we're not having Santa Claus here, right? Nobody's dressing up, right, Lorelai? I hope not. Animal cruelty. Oh, they get rid of the animal cruelty stuff. Yeah. Well, you don't want to see animal cruelty stuff anyway, do you? You know, just human cruelty. But I guess if you make it educational, you can show it. It depends on how you post it and show it. Okay. Durable socks that are orange ones. I don't know, Lorelai. I'll figure it out. I thought I had some real ones. I don't know. YouTube allows any current videos, and no, I don't want to see them. Cruelty videos. YouTube allows any cruelty videos, and no, I don't want to see them. I guess they allow pretty much anything until it gets reported, right? And then they look at it or something. Yeah, the costume's too expensive. I told Lorelai a couple years ago I wanted to grow my hair and beard out so I could rent myself as a Santa Claus as a side hustle. But she says men with beards look scraggly. I sent a link to Facebook Messenger. You can contact with the wife from the link. Okay. Lorelai, did you see that? That way you can chit-chat with Sanders' wife. I told my wife, you know, we've been married a long time. So she should be a good mentor to other young Filipinas that are married in America. It'd be good for her. Animal cruelty, I'm with you. But you got to put educational, right? Until they find it. I think they're even allowing guns on YouTube now. They didn't ever used to do that before, if I remember right. I see gun videos on Facebook a lot now. Interesting, says Henry. So how do you steal the gift if it's in someone's pocket? Well, Henry, I think the thing is, I think they take turns, and if this is a gift, they open it up and go, yay, look, I got a half-drunk bottle of water. Yay, look at me. And somebody else in the big circle, and not everybody has to participate, can go, oh my God, that's a wonderful and a beautiful bottle of half-drunk water. I want that. And so somebody can take it from you. Right? I think that's how it works, Henry. I don't think you're allowed to put it in your pocket. So I think all the gifts have to be piled up in a pile. And somehow Lorelai has come up with, they got rules about how much you can't spend more than this. I told them to keep it cheap because, you know, they don't need to be buying King Louis purses and stuff. So just keep it cheap. Very careful, guys. Diana says very careful. I'm sure some people think grilling a T-bone steak is animal cruelty. There are. You know, there's a lot of people that don't want to, you know, a lot of vegans that eat those vegan cows, remember? So what I meant to say is YouTube allows horrible videos, yes, and profits from them, yes. But YouTube blocks innocent stuff, I say in the chat. I know, right? I think it's because, you know, I don't know why they do it. I was going to try to be funny and say, because you're not as handsome as us. But who knows, Bobby? You know, I really don't know why they do what they do. As long as they can make money. See, they're not making money off of you and your chat, right? I mean, YouTube loves it when people super chat us because they get a cut of it. And if you see a live stream where people are getting super chats, then YouTube literally will go tell the world, hey, there's this really good live stream you should go check out. Because they're hoping more people would get money so that they get 30% of it. And so you don't mistake YouTube's mission. YouTube's mission is to make money. Okay, it can only be exchanged 3 times. Darn, I was thinking outside the box. I know, Henry, but you keep it inside the box. Minimum $20, okay. I'm sure you were, Henry. Oh, it is interesting, right? So let me see if I understand. So if I steal this from my wife, then 2 other people can steal it from me, or I can only steal a gift 3 times from somebody. Because, well, you know, luckily hopefully they'll have rules and they'll be able to explain how it all works, Henry. You know, it'd be a girl thing. We'll just let the girls do it, Henry. And us guys will just sit back and eat food and watch. We'll videotape it. That's what we're going to do. But yeah, that's the interesting thing. YouTube wants to make money. And on the live streams where we have a very, very heavy chat, where we get a high chat rating, a 5, 6, a 7, a 10 chat rating, meaning busy, and you get really good numbers, they keep pushing you out. And then once they see that you have members, because we have a membership we had to do. So if your members are on there, but if somebody comes in, even if they super chat you $2, YouTube gets very excited because they want more super chats for us because they get 30%. So they go and tell everybody else, hey, look, go do this. So that's hard to do, thinking outside the box. It is. Bobby wasn't even a real Mexican. Well, damn. Man, wouldn't that be Roberto? Wouldn't Bobby really be Roberto? Damn non-Mexican Bobby. So he can't be Mexican Bobby anymore. Man, that's not very good. So what, you know, but that's all right. So what do you want to be now? The gift can only go through 3 times. 3 times and it starts there. It stays with the person. So it can only be stolen 3 times, and at 3 times, that's it. The person gets to keep it. And do they get to open a present themselves, or is that their present? And they're out of the running, so they're kind of like out of the circle. They get kicked out of the family. They no longer get any nutrition or food because they stole a hamburger from the family, and that's what they really wanted. And so now they don't get to look in any of the other fast food bags to see what might be there. So they're kind of like they're done, right? I went to school with a Mexican Bobby. I went to school with a few asshole Bobbies, jerk-off Bobbies. Okay. So Diana says, once you open the gift, it can be stolen twice. So does one person open all the gifts? So would I just keep opening gifts and have people steal my stuff? Or if nobody wants my bottle of water, I'm done and somebody else gets to open a gift? Because that kind of makes sense. Because I don't think anybody wants half of my water. So if I open this and nobody wants it, then I'm done. I got my gift. And it goes to the next person around the circle or something, I bet, right? And then my wife sitting next to me would get to open hers. And if she got a Louis Vuitton purse, which she really wants, which I can't afford, then somebody could steal the Louis Vuitton purse from her. Man, they better come with guns. They better come with guns, Diana, to get a purse out of Lorelei's hands, especially a Louis Vuitton. So then somebody could steal it, but if nobody wanted it, then she would be done, and it would go to the next person, and so forth, right? So, draw numbers before the game starts. Oh, I thought you were just doing random seeding. Each player draws a number from the hat. Can you use a bowl? I don't want you girls using my hats. My hats are nice and expensive. I don't want you girls messing up my hat. The player with number 1 goes first, okay? You get to pick again if someone steals your gift. Okay. Until nobody steals your stuff anymore, right? Draw numbers before the game starts. Each player draws a number from the hat. We're not using a hat, you're going to use a bowl, because you're not using my hat. The player with the number goes first. Select the gift from the first player, choose gift from the pile of presents. Open, okay. So there's not somebody handing out gifts. It's going to be like a big giant pile on our ottoman, and the first person would reach into the pile and grab a gift. Open it up. Then if the person, number 2, wanted to steal it, they have so number 2 always have the right to steal. That doesn't make sense. Man, it sounds complicated. Dougser says, are you okay videoing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome to come do videos for your channel too, Doug. We can actually do a little stuff together, Doug. Yeah, video all you like. Absolutely. And we can cross-promote our 2 channels, Doug. All right? And maybe, well, we got a lot of guests here. They can, yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely, Doug. We don't care about that. We don't care. Steal, all right, limit steals, I know, 3 times, 2 times, whatever. I get that. I get that you can't keep stealing. Going to Choctaw Casino this weekend. Nice. Nice. We're not. Lorelei has to go to a girl party where they're going to watch Miss America or Miss Universe and eat Filipino food. And then we have to go visit somebody on Sunday. We have to be good young people and go visit old people on Sunday. If your gift is stolen, your gift is stolen. If you can't steal it back, but you can choose another gift or steal from another player. Sounds like a whole lot of stealing going on. Yeah, Henry, I'm going to sit out too. I'm going to let the girls have fun with Dirty Santa. I think it'd be more fun just to let the girls do it. We can sit out and watch and make fun. I mean, yeah, make fun of them. That's what I meant. The game ends when everyone gets a gift. Diana says, oh, come on, Henry. So what if you have too many gifts? So what if you have 20 girls playing and you got 25 gifts? Who gets the other 5 gifts? leave your wife home, come gambling with us. Well, I like my wife, and I actually like going places with her. So I actually enjoy taking her, but we still may take you up on that next year after we get through the holidays. So, but no, I wouldn't leave my wife behind. Plus, she's listening to the live stream. Surf, she's listening. I got to be careful. Diana says, not fair. Me and you can beat the bar if we get bored. Well, that might be okay. That might be something worth doing. I haven't done to do that. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, Doug, we can do all kinds of stuff, Doug. I'm going to have some fun. We don't take anything too seriously, Doug. Now, what happens if you got 20 women who's playing and we only got 10 gifts? So we got to cut 10 women out, or we got to find 10 gifts real quick? What we're going to do, I know what's going to happen, because I know what's going to happen. All of us men are going to be smart enough just to get out of the way. Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay. You can only play if you bring a gift. Okay. Oh, I got you. Well, we have a gift, so Lorelai can play. And we might have one extra or two if we need to sweeten the pot, so to speak, Diana. Okay, but I get it. If you bring a gift, you get to play. No gift, you don't get to play. All right. Tell your wife not to worry. I'll get you out of her hair, and do some fun stuff. Well, you're going to get me in trouble, man. My wife is sitting going, uh-huh, mm-hmm, uh-huh, uh-huh, mm-hmm. Yeah, like to see that happen. So, she's not, no, she wouldn't be happy with that. She worries about me too much. She worries about my health too much. She thinks somebody has to take care of me, which is true most of the time. Bring a gift, Henry. Don't make me bring one for you. Well, I have a gift for Henry. It's going to be a bottle of Red Horse. We only have one left, so I've saved it for Henry. So that's the only gift I have for anybody. No return exchange policy. On the gifts or the husbands? I don't see that happening. You don't see Lorelai letting me go gambling and hanging out at the bars with friends? Henry doesn't see that happening, Lorelai. Your wife said no return, no policy, so she's stuck with you? Yeah. The joke is she's stuck with me. I'm not stuck with her. It's the opposite. Henry says, I'll think about it. What's wrong, Lily? Just a game? Yeah, it's just for fun. It'll be good entertainment. I promise. You need to go out? Go pee. Go on. Don't look at me. If you need to go pee, go pee. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Life is just but a game. What's the song? Life is just but a dream. So I'm going to wrap this up. Diana, I'm going to save this, and I'm going to wrap this up, and this is going to be my gift, okay? This is going to be my gift. We do already have an autographed picture of myself ready to give away as a gift. You think anybody would like that? Trust me, hang around me long enough, and you'll get in trouble with your wife. Well, I believe that. All right, girls, come on. Got to let the doggies outside. Come on, girls. Woo, it feels like winter out here. All right. Henry said, no problem. No promises, but oh, well. I'm going to give a half-drunk bottle of water away as a Christmas gift. I think that would be interesting. What do you think, Henry? Henry, you like that one? That doesn't mean that doesn't mean meet the $20 minute. Oh, shit. Well, how do you know? Maybe it's an expensive bottle of water, Diana. Who says that half-drunk bottle of water is not worth $20? If I put it in a flea market and put $20 on it, somebody might buy it. Looks like you're single because no good woman will keep the troubles ones. Yeah, I think he has a girlfriend though. But maybe that's why he's single, right? Surf is in his trouble. Lorelai will keep you honest. Boy, she does. Lorelai keeps everybody honest. Well, you guys want to see some Christmas lights? See, one of our houses is already lit up for Christmas this year. This house directly behind us will be soon. They pay people around here to do the lights. So I don't know if anybody over here has lights yet. What the hell is that? What is that? Hang on, I think I'm seeing something. Hang on. There's something in the yard. Hang on. What the hell is that? Can you guys see that? What is that? What do you think that is? What the hell is that in my yard? Is that like a ghost? What is that? You guys see that? What do you think that is? Oh my goodness, you see it? Look what it is. Look, what do you think that is? Man. See what I found? Look at that, it's a cooler with a cup and an exhaust port. Why would somebody do that, Poo-Poo? Say hi to the camera, Poo-Poo. It's a dog. Well, yeah, that's a dog. Psycho plastic bag. It's a gremlin. Man. Oh, I gotta figure out how to turn the camera around. Man, that had me excited for a minute. Man, I didn't know what that was. I thought we had like some kind of weird alien living in my yard. Oh, there's Lily. Lily's like, come on, hurry, I want to go back in. It's cold outside. I gotta clean up my outdoor party area. That's what I need to do. All right, Lily, a poo-poo. Good girls. Yeah. All right. Whew. Man, I thought I was gonna be attacked by aliens out there, or a ghost, or a gremlin, or a troll. I know we don't have any bridges around here, but I thought for a minute that might have been a troll living in my yard. Wow. Let's see, it's a gremlin, crazy. It's a homemade AC unit. It's a little nippy out. It is. You want to see my nipply? No, it is a little chilly out. It's not as bad as I thought it is. It's 42, but there's no wind. I missed the troll. Yeah, kind of weird. Jack Johnson. I guess Jack is 60 and he's looking for attention, everybody. And he feels sad about his life and how he is. So everybody give Jack some encouragement and tell him not to be so hard on himself. That just because he's old and pathetic and 60 plus and all of that, tell him it's okay. Give him some encouragement that, even people like him can be loved and he doesn't have to worry about that. And, oh, look, he's looking for a girlfriend because he hasn't had one. He needs a girlfriend. So, yeah, everybody give poor old, what's his name? John Johnson. Try to give him some respect and love because you can tell he's desperate for it. So, been to the post office. I'm not blue on this phone. Oh, you're not Diana, but you will be once I hit the button. Diana. You are now. John has married a beautiful wife and earned good money to make him happy. That's right. I got a hot smoking ass wife. Is smoking ass hot. And she makes damn good money. She brings the money home to me. So, but Jack what was his name? Jack or John or I forgot his name. He's just one of those sad people. And we need to encourage our sad people. We need to encourage them to be happy with who they are. Just because they are a failure in life doesn't mean that they have to live that way their entire life. There's nothing wrong with having a little bitty penis, and being made fun of like they have been. They just have to realize that's part of life, who they are, living in mama's basement and never having a girlfriend and things like that just come with the territory. Once you realize that and you can normalize it, then people like old Johnson there will feel better about himself. I hope you will read a book about reverse. Poor Jackson can't find his girlfriend, and it's way past his bedtime. Yeah, I don't, people like him, you just got to feel bad for him. They're the ones, and I love this saying, and I say it a lot because I remember it as a kid, hearing it. People like him are the ones that mamas have to put the pork chop around just to get the dogs to pay attention to them. But as we get older and we get wiser, we have to get some empathy to these pathetic people. All right, what's Lorelai saying? Hope you read a book about reverse psychology so that when you're trolling next time, you're not ashamed for yourself on public. Yeah, he's probably used to being shamed in public. He's probably very, very, very familiar with it. I was just going to say, it must suck for him to have a small wanker. Well, and it's probably small, and he probably doesn't know how to use it or has never used it, because a lot of them are too embarrassed. But I guess he left already. I guess we scared him off, and he didn't like the fact that we were trying to help him out. So I think he's already gone. He left for the day. Maybe he needs a diaper change on top of all of his problems. Maybe. You just want to see me go on our channel, John. You can see me. If he saw you, he would have problems because a lot of them are afraid of girls. That's why they talk about women. A lot of these guys that go to female channels and they try to, talk how sexy they are and all that crap, they're scared of girls. They've never even seen one in real life. Craig says, daughter sending sets of nails off to customers on Facebook. Doing good. 18 clients so far this month. You mean sets of nails? You mean like these nails? So what is she doing with the nails, Craig? I don't understand. Where the hell did she get fingernails at? And who's going to buy fingernails? I don't understand. You got to give me more information. Sending sets of nails. I'm assuming fingernails, not nails like you hammer in the walls. Yeah, it must be French because he worries about his wee wee. You know, but he's gone now. So he left the building. He left the building. He left to go be with other pathetic people. 18 clients so far. Doing good. I just want to know where the hell do you get nails from? Because, look, I've torn nails off, and it hurts like a MFer to tear your nail off. So how is she giving her nails? Is it her nails? How in the hell is she getting nails to give to people? Where do you get them at? Are you talking about human fingernails? Or kangaroos that are dead and you harvest their nails like horns? What the hell are you talking about, Craig? Huh. I don't think he has one. I know. Diana's, oh my, oh my. But now I'm more, is your daughter a she's not a serial killer, is she, Craig? I would hope not, I mean, I'm a little worried now, Craig. He left and realized that he's on the smart channel. People here in this chat are smart. They are. They're very smart. And they don't take the bait. They don't take the bait. That's part of the problem. They don't take extension to make it longer nails, David. What? Extensions to make it longer nails. Okay. I'm still confused, but okay, I guess. Full sets to what they want. What? Full sets. Locals come to the nails. It's a girl thing, okay. Well, but maybe I want to do it. If they're making a good side hustle, maybe I can do it. I can rip people's fingernails off like nobody else's business. Trust me. I mean, I can go find strangers and in 10 minutes have all of their fingernails out and toenails out. I got a really good pair of pliers. $95 a set. I want to do this, Craig. Can I do it? How do we do this? Why would people do it? Like a fake fingernails glued to their finger. Oh. Well, why would they buy fake ones? I mean, fake ones are common, I guess, apparently. So I guess I'm confused. Craig, why are they buying your daughter's fake nails? I mean, are they special, unique? I don't know why people would buy them. Okay, so they're artistic. So like painting, she's colored them or painted them. And so now women want to buy them and pretend that they're their own nails. I got it, man. I got it. It's trending, but your wife don't do that. That's why you don't know. That's good. Well, at $95 a set, I'm glad my wife doesn't do that, wife. She's great at it, nice. Well, maybe she needs to do an Etsy store and do something like an Etsy store. I don't know if you guys have Etsy in Australia or not. Diana says, I personally have real nails, but a lot of women get their nails done. So a lot of women aren't real women because they don't have real nails. What Diana's really saying is, I'm better than all those fake nail girls because I have real nails. It's just buying earrings, accessories to the nails. Well, then why aren't we doing that? Can't we do that, Lorelai, and make money? And we're poor. We need to make money. I can put like fishing tackle and fishing hooks on fingernails. We could glue weird little beads that we get at Hobby Lobby on nails and call it cool. Maybe put like a makeshift pyramid and, we could just put little pictures of me on their nails. Wouldn't that work? Just make little pictures that kind of lay over the nails, like on a cake. Telling you. She's working at a salon on Wednesdays and a calf on Fridays. All right, $95 for a set. Wow, cat scratch fever, and that's Australian dollars. So that's really like $400 million in the USA money. Well, I'm working full time and taking care of you three, and the house. Well, you know, you don't need to sleep as much, I guess. I mean, Lorelai. David, I didn't say that. I wouldn't spend the money even if I couldn't grow my own. I know you didn't say that, Diana. I said it for you because I felt like that was probably, what a woman would say if they were not as kind like me on Daisy, on Daisy. So I'm happy, Diana and everybody else. I am very, very happy to interpret what people say for good, bad, or ugly. Adrian says, I'm staying out of this one too. Safer. Good job, Henry. I might think I'm going to take Henry's side on it. The money they spend is crazy. See, I want that money. I wonder, Craig, how much money does she have invested in the $95 set? I wonder what her profit margin is. I guess that's hard to quantify because if she's an artist and she's painting or drawing on the nails, it's kind of hard to gauge that. So that's pretty cool. We will sell your what? That still have tags? No, 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 no. We might need that someday. We can't sell fishing tackle. That's just not right. No, no, Lorelai. No, Lorelai. We don't need to sell fishing gear. Fishing's important. I'm going to go fishing soon. We're going to go trout fishing. See, we need the fishing gear. Yeah. Anyfin was on here earlier, and I told him I was going trout fishing soon. So, and I took the tags off of everything anyway. So now you can't say that because there's no tags. Oh, that's nice. Around 60, even if you're getting 50% profit, that's pretty dang good. David, you can have the pictures on your nails and then sell them as designer nails. See? I mean, who wouldn't want to have a picture of me on their fingernails? I mean, that would be pretty cool with my hat, my glasses. How about pictures of my doggie? Would people like to have my dog on their fingernails? I mean, that might work. But yeah, Lorelai, just so you know, I went out there and took all of the tags off of everything. So now they can't be returned or sold. Trout fishing? Yeah, I need to go up trout fishing. Lorelai has her license still. I have mine. We got all of our stuff. We need to run up to the White River before winter gets here and go do a little trout fishing and video in. So we like to trout fish. It's fun. It's easy. We don't really eat the fish. We do bring home a couple and they cook them, but Number 27 is asking, what do you think about Donald Trump? Trump? Well, I think he happens to be the president of the United States. I try not to have personal opinions about people that I don't personally know. And since I don't personally know him, I've never met him, I really don't have an opinion about him. You have been yet? Yeah, we've been trout fishing quite a bit. We've been a bunch of times. I just want to go one more time before the winter gets here really cold. So Doug, you can go with us if you want. Ah, that's why you told me that you're going to fix the garage, but you do a remove. That's it. I was out in the garage, fixing the garage, taking all the tags off of everything. I can do beautiful nails, Diana says. I didn't like charging that much. Can do hair as well. I don't like charging people so much. I just can't. I do stuff for their ends. That's all right. That's good. Donald Trump is our new president. Yes, that's what I said. What's the news? I don't know what's in the news. I haven't watched the news too much today. I know Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy is looking into the corruption in the government, the waste. I don't want to call it corruption, even though it is. I want to call it the government waste. So they're going to be looking into that, and they're going to try to find the missing $2 or $3 trillion that nobody knows where it went. You got to remember back in, was it the 80s or the early 90s, when that whole big, maybe it was during the Reagan era, when they talked about a $300 toilet seat and a $1,200 hammer, that the government was spending, And then they were talking today on the news about all of these grant programs that America has given to do things in other countries. They gave a $100,000 grant so that people in Ecuador could do drag shows. Got that? They gave the country of Ecuador, people that are not Americans, in Ecuador, $100,000 to put on drag shows in Ecuador. Why in the hell would we do that? You know, poo-poo. Hillary, yes. I mean, it's just crazy, right? And they were going through all these other grants one place got a study for like $300,000 to study if a country frog sounded different than a city frog. Does anybody really give a shit? God, you know, back in the day, I think it was in the 90s, there was almost 120, if I remember this right, back then, $120 million the government put out to make us, consumers, feel good about buying a used car. You know, they gave people money to make, they gave car dealerships money to make commercials encouraging us to buy used cars. So there's already a gigantic list. And one of the big things, and I love business, I love management of money. I'm going to love this part of the government. One, they've already set up a date when their committee is going to be done. So they're giving themselves 2 years to get this done, and then they're over. So it's not an ongoing thing. The people working on the committee does not get paid any money. But what they want to do now, which I think is fantastic, apparently there's like 30 or 40,000 federal employees who do not report to work, but they're on the payroll. But they haven't reported to work for years, but they're on the payroll. They also found that there was over 50,000 IRS employees who owed back taxes in the sums of like $50 million in back taxes. But yet they work for the IRS, but they owe the IRS back taxes. You know, those are just some of the things coming out that they're going to be talking about and working on. So there's right now, I saw that there's a lot of federal employees who are shitting their pants and worried whether they're going to have a job or not. And a lot of them may not because there's so many redundancy. The other thing that they want to do, which I believe, is improving the infrastructure, meaning hopefully they can get a better, more efficient internet, computer system, you know, work out some of the technology stuff. Yeah, I need $20 million to help me study frogs to see why they have spots in their eyes that glow in the dark. Exactly, there you go. They should worry, they should. There was other grants ranging anywhere from $100 to $1 million for things going on in Europe. You know, why does the moss grow in this part of Europe? Why do, you know, grant money all over the place has nothing to do with America. And stupid stuff like do frogs fart, you know? So, and I can't remember, the University of Michigan, I think it was, they have a $12.5 million grant for something to do with something like the frogs, you know? And frogs are not frogs may be an indicator species, but I don't know. And then what else were they saying about what was going on? So the grants, the misuse of the money, all the people not showing up for work, who's getting paid, is a big one. So they should be worried. I would agree. I would agree. It's just crazy. All of these things that they need to not focus on, we focus on. But the killer to me is all this money we're spending on grants, and I'm going to study this because I like this. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to start taking good notes. But all these grants for shit that's not even in our country. Do we benefit from people doing a drag show in Ecuador? No. We should do a study on why some people can't see what's right in front of them. I agree with that. Doug says, I hope they catch them all, caught them all. I hope they do. I hope they get it figured out. There are some environmental studies that is important. You know, there really is. There's a lot of scientific stuff that is important to understand. You know, migration of birds. Very important to understand the migration patterns because we got to protect, you know, you got to protect the ecosystem. So there are a lot of things out there. But whether the country frog sounds different than the city frog, really? Really? Come on. Well, that's a big part of it, is what they're doing. And they're going to be trying to find the trillions, not billions, but trillions of dollars that supposedly is missing. So good luck with them, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Study about how trolls have, whether they do or don't have manners, that would be fun. Maybe we could get our own grant, you know. I mean, look, I taught at the college, and even at the little community college I was at, we had stupid grants, you know, but nothing that big. For sure, they get crazy with the BS, for sure. It is BS. And all it is friends helping friends in the government. Friends helping friends in the government. You know, that's how things get done in the government. You know, yeah, I'll give you the 100 grand. Yeah, I can get you a grant for 100 grand. You want to go watch the frogs? Sure. Yeah, no problem. Just fill out the paperwork. I'll get it passed through. You get your 100 grand. There's another one where, what were they saying? God, I can't remember how much money, but it's in the millions of dollars. In the millions of dollars, and the people took the money and they've never ever done the work for the grant. They never started it, but they took the $12 million. So there's a lot of that's going on, and so they're going to have to go after them and all that. So, well, sure, but they get crazy, the BS. There's gangster frogs. Yeah, exactly. You know, you got to watch them gangster frogs. But the people that, the other big thing they're going to do, which Trump did his first term, they're going to make these companies, if we have a company deal where company A is supposed to deliver 100,000 of these for $12 million, well, they get the $12 million first, is what happens. And then the government, we, the consumer, has to wait for all of these bottles to show up. And there's a lot of those companies that never produced a product that the government paid them all this money to do. They just don't do it. They take the grant money or they take the bid, they take the money, and the government never says, okay, well, where are my bottles at? They just don't do it. The government doesn't do it. And the company makes all kinds of money. And they're going to fix that. They're going to make people pay up, which I think is important, that these people, you know, do what they say they're going to do. Take the money and run. Because they also, I guess they look at it, well, what's the government going to do if I don't give them their 100,000 water bottles? You know, the government's not going to do anything. Because that company owner, the CEO, is buddy with some politician who got them the contract. And that politician probably got $1 million kickback out of it. That's why a politician who starts his first year is dead broke and has no money, when he retires from politics, like Nancy Pelosi, she's worth $220 million, even though she didn't have a dollar to her name when she got elected. You know? You guys are going to get me fired up, get me on a tirade here. But we're going to do that. We're going to study all of this stuff. They're robbing us, the people, and the people that should be protecting us, the government workers, are not doing it. The government workers are the problem. The other thing they're going to do is, and this is something that I've known for a long time, politicians aren't in charge. It's the employees that work for the government that's been there for 20 years. It's the directors who control the purse strings. So a politician may want to do something, but unless a director in the government gives the okay, the politician doesn't even get to do what they want. That they all have dirt on each, they do. Good example is when there's a disaster, people send donations, food, and all of that, and it gets locked up in the back of a truck and sits there and goes bad, and nobody actually gets it. Did you guys see what happened in the Carolinas and Georgia with that? It's kind of that's happening now. That's happening. But the other thing happened. There were civilians companies came together and got resources for the locals. FEMA came and took their stuff, they took all of the goods, the water, the food, the generators, took it from these people and said, we're the government, we have eminent domain over all of these supplies in this disaster area. But FEMA didn't do anything to get them. It was all raised by private entities. Mostly already taken, but yet nobody gets anything. That's it. Yeah. I mean, and then, because I watched a lot of those videos of the locals trying to rebuild their community and helping people, where FEMA was doing nothing but getting in the way, causing problems. And FEMA, I saw that one that I thought was really funny with one of the politicians. FEMA was setting up this relief table outside of like a school or a church or something. And so they're set up out, and the politician went to go meet him and talk to him, and it was very nice and very cordial. And he was with a few other people doing it. And when they walked away from the table, he asked one of his coworkers or whoever with the politician, he's like, well, I'm really confused. So FEMA is set up here, but there's nobody here. But there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people needing help on the other side of the building at the front of the entrance. So why did they set up way out here in the back when all the people are in the front? And the guy went, I don't have a clue why we set up here. We were just told to set up here. It's going to be an interesting 4 years. It should be a lot of fun. Should be an interesting, it should be. People with their own helicopters are trying to, that's right, and they wouldn't be allowed to do it. Isn't that sad and pathetic? And that one little video of that guy trying to feed people, and that stupid cop came around and threatened to arrest him because he didn't have a permit to feed people. What? That guy should have had his ass whooped. It's just sad and pathetic what we do. The government needs to get out of the way of the people and let the people handle things. I'm a firm, look, I may not like the bull crap that go inside churches, especially mega churches. But I do think the best way to help people is to get the people, not the management of a church, but the people of a church to figure out what their community needs, and they can get it to the community. Government just gets in the way. So big church gets in the way, but the people that live in those communities, they know how to get things done. They know what's needed. And so what should happen is the government should not have the end say. It should be the local governor, the local mayors who tells FEMA what you're going to do, not the other way around. One guy had already saved the wife, and they were trying to tell him that he couldn't go back for the husband. I know. I mean, it's just pathetic and sad. It just really is. Government gets in the way. Government's going to get in the way. So we're going to, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But and I don't care about a lot of the other stuff. I'll watch it, but I'm really interested in what they do with the budget. I mean, I'm really interested in seeing if they can find that $1,200 hammer, So he went anyway. He should. I would have said, kill me. You're going to have to shoot me down to get me to stop doing this. So I would have done the exact same thing, without question. But who knows? So, all right, my friends, it's after 9 o'clock here in my world. His partner was there see? Why don't we start winding this one down? And what? We got to take Lily. Let me show you my dog. Everybody want to see Lily? Oh, that's the wrong picture. Let me show you Lily. Here's Lily. Here's Lily. Lily's got to go to the vet tomorrow. Lily's going to get her eye examined tomorrow. And if her eye is really good and clear, which it looks it, she's going to get her cone of shame off. Is that right, Lily? You want your cone of shame off? I know. It's shameful to be Lily. You're going to be so embarrassed. All the dogs laugh at you and make fun of you. Like, oh, look at you. You got the cone of shame. Oh, you're not a good dog. No, you're not a good dog. You're a funny looking dog. You got a cone of shame. You did bad. So tomorrow she gets to go to the vet. Hopefully get this off and we get to find out about Lily tomorrow. Or Daisy tomorrow about the worms. So MJ was in the house all this time. Well, MJ, you should have spoke up earlier, my friend. How are you? Lots of love. Craig, bye. Appreciate you, everybody. We enjoyed you tonight. Great live stream. We only had a couple of trolls, and they didn't stick around because they were cowards. So we will see you guys tomorrow night. Remember, we're going to live stream the fight tomorrow night. So come back tomorrow. Sorry, been eating breakfast. It's all right, buddy. Doug, all right, Doug, and I'll remember to send you a message. I know I got you on Facebook, so I'll send you a message, all right, about the party and stuff. We'll make sure and do that. We appreciate everybody. Everybody take good care and enjoy your night or your morning, whichever it may be. And we'll see you when it comes fight time tomorrow. So take care, everybody.